pretty wacky. So I'm in White Scars today. Just regular White Scars. We don't. This chapter doesn't believe in successor chapters. We've got, so we're advance in charge and fall back in charge, and then we get to assault doctrine. Everybody who charged gets +1 damage on all their melee weapons. So we're all about charging people. We're making use of the cool Arcs of Omen update where you can take Gilliman in other Space Marine chapters and he doesn't break any of your abilities. So he's in here. He gives... he's got a big, huge reroll ones aura, ones to hit, and then he gives +1 to advance and charge rolls for Imperium units. So I can advance and charge, and I get +1 to both when I'm within some inches of Gilliman. I think it's 12. Then the gimmick is that the Primaris Chaplain has Plume of the Plains Runner, which is basically the same aura. So we can be +2 to advance and charge as long as we're within range of both of them. Then the Librarian has Mantle of the Stormseer, so he's +1 to cast his spells. And he has Ride the Winds, which gives +2 to advance and charge, which also stacks all the other stuff. So we can, all told, we can be +4 to advance and charge rolls. So we can go really far. He's also got Storm Wreath, which will just be not be Overwatched. So get out of here with your silly doing Overwatch on me. Get out. I don't want that.
Early warning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The Apothecary has Rites of War, so he and Vox Spiritum, so it's big 9-inch aura. So he gives it upside to everybody. And then yeah, that's like mostly the list. And then there's just a bunch of dudes. The Vanguard Veteran Sergeants just have like this cool spear. They just have the Lightning Claw and Chainsword like everybody does, but the spear is cool to differentiate them, so I did that. And then otherwise, yeah, there's just a bunch of Terminators. Some of them have Lightning Claws. There's a bunch of Aggressors. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but they're here. And then some Incursors, so that if someone has a drop pod, I don't lose immediately. It at least takes one turn. So yeah. That's what's up.
The Terminators have Teleport Homer? What's it called?
Yeah, that just lets them, once per game, they can deep strike. They can pick up off the table. They go into reserve, and then they deep strike either in my deployment zone or within 3 inches of a friendly, 9 inches away from enemies. So it lets them like pull out of combat once per game, basically. But they can just teleport normally also, if I so desire, which I might, and I haven't decided yet, I guess. And that's like my whole army and stuff. So there you go. Should we roll attacker and defender? I got a 4. Hey. Now there is a special order because this is the one where we remove the objectives. Secure missing artifacts, yeah. And I kind of want to move an objective first. What do I want to do? Do I want to... That is the attacker repositions an objective. So do I want to hide an objective in the back or steal your objective? How far do the Riptides move? They move like 12, right? No. So they can be like back here and then like move here and then shoot this way. And then run away. Like a jerk. I will... It's a great question. It's a good philosophical question.
They can move 6 inch, right?
Yeah, 6 inches. And we each get to move one on each side.
Horizontal.
I will... I will move the first objective. I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to It's right here. I'm gonna take this objective and I'm gonna hide it away a little bit. Please don't touch it. It's mine. I think I'm just gonna do this.
You cannot place it in defense wall, I think.
Yeah,
I
they.
think this area terrain is defensible.
Yeah, they said you could. It's a. I don't know. It's a whole thing. There's like there's a note in the terrain section, for the server that you can, because GW's MetaWatch said that was like a suggestion, not a real rule or whatever. It was very stupid. They did it in an article. It's confusing.
Yeah, no worries.
This map also, for whatever reason, places the terrain on the defensible objectives, which it theoretically shouldn't be possible to begin with, but WC did it anyway, because I think they're on the same page. All right, I'm gonna hide it in there, and then you get to move one on each side. Oh, what's up, chat? Sorry the pre-stream is so long. I am fucking tired right now. Why does this have a tooltip on? After Invitational, I like vegged out for a while, and I ended up playing video games until like really early in the morning. I'm paying for it now, chat. Oh my god. I have no idea how this list works, by the way. I don't know like what I should do with it and how to play it and all that stuff. Was this the right call to put everything in the front? I don't know. We'll find out.
It's
Give me that back. Don't take my objective away from me. How dare you? And then I guess I'll just do the same thing to yours. I see how it is. Alright. Oh, that was easy. And then I am the attacker because I repositioned the first objective. Which means that you will deploy first. And I guess we do reserves now. I'm gonna put I'm gonna combat squad these Terminators. And I guess also the Vanguard veterans. And then I'm gonna put these ones in reserve.
okay. So I think
I am the defender.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess we have to also pick secondaries.
Yeah. So
That's also
I position my units first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you have the first drop. I guess we do secondaries too. Yeah. I muted myself for a second there, and I don't know what my opponent. Oops. What? What secondaries are good, chat? What are Space Marine secondaries? So I have not played Space Marines since like 8th edition. I played one game of White Scars in 9th, I think, and I was like, well, this is fine, I guess. Whatever. But I wasn't that jazzed about it. But that was before they got Gilliman, so who knows? Maybe it's good. Alright, let's look at some Space Marine secondaries here, chat. I am gonna take... So Lightning Strike is the special one. I get character 3 VPs when I kill a character or monster when I charge. Not
so
vehicles. Couldn't possibly work on
in my
Riptides.
transports. I'll just put them over there with the markings.
Sure. Range attack by advanced. Okay. It's not amazing, but whatever. I think I'll take that. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it's bad. Why does it score on vehicles? It's so stupid. Fuck. Then we can take Odes of Moment, I guess. That was not very good for me though, right? Because I have to fall back a lot. Oh, maybe I won't. It's Tau. Shock Tactics is just gonna get denied for 0. I'll take Odes of Moment. Yeah, whatever. I don't think my opponent gives anything up, right? Because he's playing Tau. Oh, he gives up big Bring It Down. Oh, that's same with Lightning Strike, though. We should just take Bring It Down, right? Yeah, we should just take Bring It Down.
Yep. So I think I can start deploying, right?
Yes. I have selected my objectives. I think I'm going to do Bring It Down. That makes more sense than the other thing, because you do have a bunch of vehicles. 7? That's a lot. Yeah, that's what's going on. And no prisoners, decisive action. Aerospace targeting. Love it. That seems good. Cool. I mean, it gives you 2 for being in the center, but is the center a place I want to be?
Oh, time.
Who's in the 2 devilfish? Oh, you got 'em over
My
here.
breaches.
Okay.
I just, yep,
I love it.
can put them over here
That's
in the.
perfect. Cool. All right, I'm gonna hit it to you. Drop in the sky. There you go. Well, it's 1 if I kill a vehicle, right, champ?
Like this.
Yeah, I know how it works. I just don't know if it's good. I don't think it's good. I think it's probably not the right
Right over here,
call,
Bridge
but
Cannon.
it is what it is. Okay. I will place down.
For the Emperor!
I will place down 5 Terminators. This little unit of Terminators is gonna go here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, back to you. For the Emperor! For the Emperor? You like my Robo Booty Ghillie Man? I realized that a Gravis Captain has the same armament. Except I could have a White Scars one instead of the lame Blue Man. The Blue Man group over here.
Some rounds here, 1 inch away from.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get you on turn 1. Turn 2. Who knows? Turn 1, yeah. Okay, I will place down another unit now, wholly within my deployment zone, probably. You have no way to shoot characters, right? But beyond lookout, sir. I guess you could airbursting fragmentation projector my guys to death and then go do the thing. I'll just start putting characters down. We'll put the apothecary in the middle. Bloop. Hello. An apothecary. Cool. Back to you. We are Chad White Scars Gaming chat. For sure. For sure. Should I have deep strike these Terminators? I don't know. I'm just excited to advance them like 13 inches.
Back to you.
Yay! I will place. Let's do a Vanguard Veteran Squad. Let's put them in the front of this building. Not touching the terrain. And I guess we'll just have to go back here because I didn't place my Terminators very well. I'll just do that. Okay, back to you. This list is basically Tyranids, chat. I don't know what the functional difference is between the Swarm Lord and and Robo Gilliman, you know? It's basically the same.
Okay. Back to you.
Cool. I will put down... let's put another Vanguard Veteran unit down. Let's do this. And we'll just give these guys a color. Oh, did that not work? Yellow Scribe. What are you doing, my guy? Good. Oh, there it goes. Oh, but we picked the same squad. Alright, we'll use the other squad then. Here you go, other guys. you go. Oh, betting? Why would you bet on me? There you go, chat. Bet is on. Long strike, no striking.
Sure. All like this.
You don't have any exemplar of the Carrion, right? So you can't redeploy?
Nope.
Alright, I will position another character. Let's just put Robo Booty Gilliman up in the middle. He's a brave soldier. So floaty. Oh, his collider's like fucked, actually. That's awkward. Oh no. Well, sorry, Gilliman. He might get replaced by lame Ultramarines Gilliman next game. Alright, we'll just go there. Back to you. Certainly bet against me. That is the correct call. For sure. You could just take Gilliman in other chapters now. He doesn't get chapter tactics, but he also doesn't break any of your chapter rules anymore in Arcs of Omen.
Yes, back to you.
Per the latest Supreme Commander update. Cool. I will put down Japan. I'll just be, yeah, that's probably fine. Kind of want to be within 6 of these red guys, so we might go here actually. Okay, we'll do that. Back to you. Sounds like a fan hitting tinfoil. Yeah. If I deafen myself? Yeah, I think it's from my opponent. I just deafened myself. Did it go away? Yeah, it's from my opponent then. I'm sorry, chat. I can turn them down, but I can't get rid of it. Pathfinders. Cool. I would like to place another one of my units on the table. Let's put down these aggressors. Yeah, and what we're gonna do is something like this. I think I'm actually okay with these guys just being up against the wall. Not you, though. Who's the sergeant? Oh, this guy. Keep him in the middle. Let's give the sergeant a different base. Oh, that didn't do anything. I think what we're gonna do is this. Yeah, that's what we'll do. These guys are 3 and 3. Let's do that. Okay, back to you. Yeah, the aggressors could go 20, 31 if I rolled like consecutive sixes. Which actually, I do have a 3d6 drop lowest for charges, so it's actually not unlikely. They could just just cross the table. It takes a turn to set up though. You have to cast Ride the Storm. Okay, I will place down some Terminators, right? No, we'll hold off. Let's do Incursors over here. In a shocking turn of events, I'm going to try to put them where it's hard to see them. And on my objective, I'll just be in the dents, I guess. Let's go like this. Touching the forest, touching the forest. This guy in the back, where's he going? This line of sight is a little tricky unless you like Monka and run into the middle. In which case, that's maybe fine. I don't know. Could also put him back here. That's the same. Alright, we'll just keep him where he was. We'll just go here and hope for the best. Please, sir, don't shoot us. We're but poor, innocent incursors. Back to you. Can you charge out of the transport with lightning disembark, chat? That one I don't
back
know.
to you.
Cool. I will put down. We'll do the Libby. He'll just go over here. Cool. Over to you. I'll have to know my stratagems. I know you can like advance out of the transport, and then you can like shoot heavy weapons as if they're stationary. So you get like sort of nutty like turn 1 threat ranges on Devastators. That's a fun combo. It's all about those threat range extenders. Lightning Disembark. No, you can't charge after Lightning Disembark, it says. It says you can't make a charge move. Alright. I am going to be deploying a unit of... I'll just do the Terminator squad. Come back here, Terminator. We're going to come back here. Ooh. Like this. And like... Where's the sergeant? He's here. I'll go like this. This. So many Terminators. Do that, I think, is kind of safe. This guy go here. I think that's okay. Yeah, it gets a little dicey. I'll just put him in the back for safety. Okay, back to you. Yeah, you can shoot, but you can also just get out of an impulsor normally.
Yes, back to you.
Cool. So you have a fishy and a riptide. Cool. So I'm gonna put down these guys in front here. Look at, I have haywire mines. I'm gonna do something when you charge me. With all the charging you're gonna do, I'll get you.
Yeah.
Let's not put this guy there. Let's put the sergeant in the middle so he doesn't die immediately. And we'll put this guy like this. And then I think we're pretty safe there. Okay, I'm good with that. Back to you. Move the impulsor, then disembark next turn. That is, what is this? Some friggin' Dark Eldar technology you got going on right now? What are you doing? What are you talking to me about? Absolute lunacy. I would like to have strung these guys back, but I think this line of sight gets too easy if he Kalyons or Monka's turn one because he just moves, shoots him down the line, which you might be able to do anyway, but it could get tough. I'm actually not even sure one Riptide Battlesuit kills 5 Incursors, which is kind of funny. If I like transhuman and do the strats.
Back to you.
Okay, I'm going to put down these Vanguard veterans. I guess they'll come down back here because I don't have many other options. I'd love to put them over here, but I think you just shoot me. Could shoot like this, and then this is blocked a little bit. This isn't? Maybe it is fine, actually. Huh. Alright, well, let me do some line drawing. If you are in front of this wall, your line probably goes... That's not a line, that's a spoon. Your line probably goes like this. And then if you are here, this line's like this. And if you are any...
I guess if I stand on this terrain, I can...
Yeah, I'm thinking right
line.
here. And I guess like you could go over here and see maybe. It's a little dicey. What's the range on the ion cannon? Oh, the ion accelerators is 48? Oh, 72. Okay.
7-2, yep.
It's longer than the table. All right, I see how it is. So if he regular moves, he can shoot like this, basically. If he advances, it gets better.
I cannot advance and shoot the ions.
You can if you Monka, right?
It's out.
Because that just counts you as stationary all the
Yeah.
time, right? Yeah, you can shoot everything. So I think we go like this. Alright, and what does that line of sight look like? If we do force you into Monka, then that is probably maybe okay. He'd have to advance to see through this. Then he could see. And you could pregame move a double fish, but I can't stop that. And then this guy could like come over here, but he can't see through this building. This guy could go here, 12, and then his line would look like this. So he would get stopped by this building unless he goes really far. And then if he goes really far and you bork your jump, then you're sad. Alright, I'm going to put those guys there, and then at the end of the game, we're going to decide, after they've been destroyed by laser beams, that was the bad call. Yeah, we should be out on this guy if he just moves, right? Oh, maybe we have to go put this guy back here, I think, just to be safe from this dude. Alright, we're going to do that and call it good. And hope for the best. Okay, that is my deployment. So it's just your fishy? Yeah, I haven't played Space Marines in like probably 2 years, chat. I played like one game in 9th edition, and I played them a bunch in 8th, but that doesn't count because they were like ridiculously overpowered. They're like ludicrously strong. It was very stupid.
Yeah, I'm fully deployed.
All right, the big roll. Bloop. I got a 1. Hey, you're up first.
I got a 3.
I don't have anything to do at the start, so it's all you.
Yeah, I can do some pre-game smooth, but I think think I don't want to really. We have to choose priority objectives, right?
For this,
Oh, sure, yeah. I guess it'll probably be these
This
ones in the
mission?
corners, I imagine. Let's see.
This is a revealed marker.
I almost feel like I have an easier chance getting to your objective over here, but I think it probably most likely doesn't matter. I'll pick this one. Whatever, let's go.
Yep.
I don't know if that's correct, but we're doing it. And that'll be your priority.
Yeah, I think just one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and then do you know your tactical philosophy?
Yeah, I will choose Kion.
Okay, yep, makes sense.
So that's from round 3 and up.
There it is. You ready? Oh, how many CP you start with?
0.
Oh, okay, so you just have the one now because we clicked
yeah.
start. Cool. All right, I'm gonna hit it to you. Good luck and stuff. I'll give you a. Oh, here we go. I'll give you a little handshake. There you go. Handshake. Boop. And then unpause.
Have fun.
What's up?
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck. Have fun. Unpause, and you're up.
Yep.
Get her done.
Command phase.
Second, I think second's actually great, chat. Yeah, because I took Oaths of Moment. Second's really good. I don't feel bad about that for sure.
How far is it? With the Librarian, what was it with Overwatch Denial?
Yeah,
Is it
so
the
it
Cypher
casts
spell, or-
on my unit, and my unit can't be overwatched. And then it does like mortal wounds when it charges you. It gets like lightning bolts around it.
Yeah.
I would like first because second I think I might just get shot to death round 2. Like we'll find out, I guess. But it does force my opponent to like come forward a little bit and give me something to do. Don't know how valuable it is. We may just like chill. Banners down and like hang out for a little bit. I don't know if that's the right call.
This
but
guy,
I'll
I
think
have
about
feel
it.
no pain. Open,
Yeah, if he pushes forward, I could get charges off the Vanguard veterans.
I guess. Die.
Look at how many command points I start with, chat. Robo Booty Gilliman over here. Fucking giving me +3, bro. That feels weird.
Positioning. Give him a 5.
Yeah, start with 4, get 1 top up for a battle round. Let's go!
Fine.
The G-Man.
We can shoot at him. I give him a move after shooting.
Oh, is there a line on these guys? Oh, I guess there is around this corner.
His
Is there?
movements.
Oh, maybe. Is there? Whatever, probably. So I can't take credit for this list, chat. This was a list from
So,
Beachhead Brawl, I think.
these
Or
guys are-
I like changed it a little bit. Yeah, that line's pretty tight. Because I'm not inside this terrain, so this will block line of sight to me.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry. That won't be
I think
visible.
you're
Yeah.
okay
in that
like
case-
this, maybe? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I'm not sure that there's a line that goes through all 4 of these. Right, because you could draw this line, and I think it gets blocked.
No, it's not possible. Okay.
Yeah, you can, if that
In
changes
that
anything, then you can do
case,
something
I will
different.
just.
Um,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I
so
think
it's a
then
list from
please
Beachhead Brawl.
just-
I think I talked about. Oh, I talked about it on my Space Marine video when I talked about all the Space Marine lists. Yeah, basically because
yeah, just
all of the
shove me a
White
bit
Scars
on the
advance and charge bonuses stack. Unlike the Chaplain one, you don't even need the Chaplain one. So you take a Gilliman to stack on top of their built-in advance and charge bonuses. So we have +1 from the Chaplain on the bike, +2 from the Librarian, +1 from Gilliman. So we can stack up to +4/+4. And then Gilliman's just like, he gives you a bunch of CP, and he's also just like a late game anchor.
Yeah.
Like, Gilliman's fine. He's not
you
great
okay
for
with it?
300, but
Then
he's like
reposition?
fine.
And these cooldowns will be over there.
But the biggest thing is that, like, because charge rolls are a bell curve, the further you push yourself along the leading edge, the the more ridiculous your charges get, basically. So like +4 to advance and charge is exponentially more effective than +2 to advance and charge, for example, which is why like getting all of the bonuses is good. We'll see how it goes. I like long threat ranges, so that's just where we're at. Don't shoot me with your Dominator Fragmentation Projector, sir. I wouldn't appreciate that. They got red stripes on them, chat. Literally red stripes. I don't know what to tell you. Red ones go faster, but white ones go faster, but red ones go faster with Sanguinary Guard. So there's that.
Red ones go faster.
Thank you, chat. Cold Star Commander. Why, hello there. AP2. I don't like that. Good thing I have a 6-up damage ignore. Let's go. If he's a Carrion, we can also like strike for the heart and like engage his entire army with a unit of Vanguard veterans. Let's go. That might be the game plan. Because Storm Shields cost 3 points a model and reduce your damage output. The goal is to charge somebody with the Vanguard Veterans and then have that person die. The goal isn't to like stand there and take fire. Even a Storm Shield Vanguard Veteran is not like hard enough to kill that I think the extra cost is worth it. Yeah, I mean, T4 2+ save is like not much more resilient than T4 3+ save. Like, I'm not gonna burn an attack and spend points to get like a situational +1 to my save. Yeah. Especially because that Chainsword attack's 2 frickin' damage, chat. It's 2 damage. AP 2 damage in Assault Doctrine. Let's go.
What's the strat goals?
Yeah, because it's not just a 6-up damage ignore, right? Because you can improve it to like a 5-up or a 4-up. Or a 5-up and then a 4-up if you have the Warlord trait. But you can make it a 5-up for a CP, right? Like that we start pushing, and then you can also size steel armor them, so it's like a 0+, 5+. Like, yeah. Yeah, that is resilient. But like just no other damage, no other defensive effects. They're not very resilient. And you're not gonna always get the apothecary because you're gonna charge out of it really quickly. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, assault terminators are like just sort of naturally hard to kill. They're chunky boys. What are we looking up?
Combat debarkation. Use the start of movement phase if you select guidance wheels at the start
Snow
of the
Mountain,
battle.
thanks for the kind words, man. I'm glad it's helping out. Hope the discussion is interesting, at least, I guess.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the disembark after moving for the devilfish. Sounds like. Let's go.
So the start of the movement phase.
Yeah, it's one of the. I mean, that's like one of the many reasons Iron Hands are just the best chapter, right? Because like, not only do they have their like offensive buffs are laser focused on heavy weapons,
mistake.
so you can like really push to your strengths, but then also they have just like monumental defensive effects too if you need them, which is just kind of crazy useful.
Yes. It's already active. Yeah. I will do the aerial space on this because they're fire team. And it completes at the end of my turn.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yep. Psychic shooting. He will shoot his Dominator in these guys.
How dare you?
5 units, so I need to roll d6.
Yeah, I think you can get
On
around
shields,
the fence, right? You may be eating. Oh, you're Cold Star. You don't care, right? Or does he just have ignore light cover?
I ignore only light cover.
Yeah. Do you want to shift over a little bit so you can ignore? I think you'd need to be along this line. So you'd have to be like a half inch over. You'd just have to be right there. And then you'd ignore the dents on me. If you're shooting at vanguards.
If you're fine with it.
Yeah, yeah, all good. Yeah, that one's like tough to eyeball, so.
Uh,
Cool. And you can like
yeah.
shift around.
Am I
the
still
dents,
in
too.
range if I do?
24? Yeah.
Yep.
Or short. Oop.
Yep.
And then do you want to shift the crew downs too, just so they're in the way?
Slightly. Yep. I will CP reroll the amount of shots. I rolled a 1.
That's fair. Hey, tripled it.
That's. So I hit 2. Strength 5. So 3s.
Just one?
1. AP minus
So it's
2. I
2
think.
goes down to 1, right? Because of indirect. Which I will fail. And then I have a chop or apothecary, but I'll take it. Oops.
Wound.
Yep.
And then the direct fire from long strike.
Yep. So this one will
Big
be
shots.
through dents. If it's the same target, which I assume.
On 5s. Yep. Yep. So that's on 5s.
Hey, pretty good. AP 1?
AP 1. Yep.
Okay, so I'll just say 1 3s.
So it becomes.
Oh, all good. Nailed it.
Yep.
Yeah, you
That's all my shooting.
can
I
you get
guess.
this guy too, or no? Oh,
So
he's got
turn
drones.
3.
Cool. Do you want to shift around the crew hound here because we move this guy?
Laggy. Just a second.
Yeah, no worries. Just pause real quick. Volume.
I'm back. Okay. Which cooldowns?
Yeah, because we just moved this guy. I don't know how you want them positions. You just want it so I can't engage
Yeah.
him, right? But without going around them.
Yep.
Cool. I love that for you. So I have to beat over there probably, or I shoot them.
You.
Cool.
Yes, yep, thank you.
All right. And nobody has the vectored maneuvering thrusters, right? The runaway when I charge you thing. Nobody's got the runaway
no.
when I charge you. Yeah. All right.
No,
So
my Gold Star has a Gold Star once per game teleporting.
yeah.
And
He's
build.
got the
Yep.
maneuver or high altitude maneuvers. Cool. All right. I'm going to look up my stratagems. All right. What do we do? Do we throw a Vanguard veteran unit at you because it's funny? You have a CP, so you can -2 charge me. We're 23 inches away. So as the crow flies,
Only on. It's only on battle suits.
yeah, he's a battlesuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what I charge him. So as the crow flies, I would need to if I run straight at you, I would need to roll between an advance and charge on 11. Which I feel like I can do. So I believe in myself. So let's go for it because it's a fun meme. Let's go. I am going to use in the command phase. Who gives Space Marines so many stratagems? This is ludicrous. Someone needs to rein them in on this garbage. I'm going to use Adaptive Strategy for 2 to make them Assault Doctrine. Bleep bloop. I think that's all the stratagems I do. I have to do my Chaplain. He's going to call... he's going to give them +1 to wound, maybe? He does. What a guy. And then he'll do reroll hit rolls, I guess, but it doesn't have a target, so I don't think it's going to do anything. All right. And then we're moving. So before we go anywhere, we got these guys in all of the buffs, so what we're going to do is just advance from. So they're going to go 17 +1 from the Chaplain +1 from Gilliman, so 19 inches. So I think we go here. I could clear this, and then you could overwatch me. The Cold Star doesn't overwatch. Oh, this is defensible, so he could overwatch in 5s. That's scary. I will... It's also super hard to kill. I don't even know if I kill him, but I don't know, it's fun to try. I will go for it, but I don't think I'm going to run through the wall. I'm just going to go here and not poke myself through, so I'm going to be like this. Okay. Top down. I just don't want my figure to be sticking all the way through there. A little bit farther back, buddy. Cool. All good. Alright. Let's go. We're so speedy. This wounded guy is going to make sure
I do have a stratagem that I can take 1 wound on the mock drone
Yeah, you
as
can
well.
get rid of a drone.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Let's move these in cursors. I might have to shoot with them, but we'll decide later. I might declare a banners action, and then we'll decide later if we want to shoot. Because we could just break the action to do that. And then I'll go inside the dense cover. Robo Booty Gilly Man, how far do you move? 8 inches. And actually, what is the aura? What is the range of your aura there, buddy? 12. Okay. So he needs to be 20 inches from that guy. Okay. I'm actually going to yeet this guy backwards a little bit just to make sure that G-Man stays in range. Yeah. Then Gilliman will walk towards them. And we'll make sure that he is in range because he measures funny. So this guy will have to be like here. Okay. The Libby's spells are range 12. So we're going to advance the Librarian 5 plus, or 4 plus 2, so 11. So he can go here. Also in range. And then the Chaplain, I am Chappie. We'll go. How much do I want the extra buff on you? It's a little bit. That's a little excessive. Let's not get crazy. We'll go there. Apothecary, I don't feel like I need your auras today, so he might just do the action. And then we'll just start advancing other people. These guys are going to do a banner over here. This objective locks because they're troops. But they still want to do the action, so that's what they're going to do. And they might actually shift a little bit. To give some room to the Vanguard veterans. And then these Vanguard veterans come up over here. And they'll all just go in the dense cover. Cool. All right. These Terminators are going to advance 3, 4, 5, so they go 10 inches. And they're going to sacrifice themselves for the cause. Brave, noble soldiers they are.
Greater good.
For the greater good, they say. It's okay, guys. I'll use transhuman physiology on you. Oh, no, just kidding. You're a Terminator. I can't do that. You're all going to die. I'll just go into the cover. And protect the characters. These guys are going to chill back here and make sure that they're in everybody's aura. Love that for you guys. Bleep, 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 bleep. Okay. The aggressors are going to advance. 6. Okay. Alright. I guess they just move 11 because I didn't put them in all the movement buffs, but they don't really need to. They're just not going to come back behind this thing. He goes 3.5 and then 5, 6.5. Go there on the objective. And let's like advance these assault terminators to 6, so 12 inches. Go. These must not have auto race turned on. That's my problem here. Oh, they don't. There you go. That would do it. Let's tow a couple of them on the cover. Okay. That's a movement phase. We'll do psychic. I'll do +2 charge. Goes off on an 11, and then we'll do Storm Wreathed. Does not go off. Do we care about that? I think it does like one mortal wound, which is probably not worth a CP reroll. Yeah, on a 6, you suffer 1 mortal wound. Exciting. I don't care about that. Okay. That's it for shooting, or for that thing that we did. Let's do shooting. I'm going to shoot with Robo Booty Gillymans. He has a cool 3-shot gun, which I don't believe he double taps, because I don't think he's a Terminator. right? That would be silly. How does Bolter Discipline work? What are my abilities? What are Bolters? If I'm infantry, if I'm a Terminator or biker, and I have none of those things, so I just get normal rapid fire. So he'll shoot at the crude hounds. You're in dense cover, so -1 to hit, and I am hitting on 2s, but I full reroll because I am an Ultramarine. Reroll everything. Aw. And then wins on 2s probably, strength 6. Strength 6, yeah. And your T3, yeah. 2 wounds, AP1. You could just gat 2 crude hounds. Look at me go.
I'll say receive benefits of cover.
Oh yeah, so they get an
+1.
yeah, so they get
check if it's
a 5-up save.
yeah, Ben. Yep. 5-up saves. Makes 1.
Yeah. It is still AP1, right? So I think they go to
Cleanse.
they go
purge,
to a 6,
kill.
right? Because this isn't light cover, so they
yeah,
just
yeah,
get they just get the camouflage cover, but not the actual light cover. Nice. Good job.
Yep.
Good job, G-Man. I'll shoot you with the Chappie. Yeah, I'll shoot you with the Chappie. He does get Bolter Discipline. Hits on 4s now. Boop. And then wins on 3s. 2 more AP1. Because it's a bolt rifle,
so
right?
6 ups.
Oh, he survives. What a boss. Absolute Chadwick over here. Alright, I don't feel like it's worth breaking the action to shoot a single Crude Hound with 5 incursors. So I think he just gets to chill. None of my aggressors can see. They're also out of range. This guy can't see, and he's also out of range. So I think that's the entirety of my shooting phase. Let's do some charges. Yeah, Vanguard veterans are gonna declare the Cold Star Commander, and they have to charge the Crude Hound. Unless we just like charge this Riptide. No, that's a hard charge. We just go for this guy?
Yeah.
Go for it? Yeah, let's do
I
it.
will pay 1 CP.
Yep, for the minus charge.
And 2.
There's no like.
I'm still on a charge on the
Yeah.
battlesuits.
I'm just gonna use this one for ride this Barbarians. Okay, so that cancels out with that. I'll still be +1 from Gillyman. Let's go. Okay, this game's easy. I will. I will. Where do I go? The Riptide battlesuits are unironically good at killing me, which is a little funny. But I think I will engage them. They can't fall back and shoot, right? But they can just shoot me out of combat, I guess.
Only in round 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
I think we want to try to murder this dude because it would be funny. Although he does have all of his defensive stuff, so that might not happen. But we're gonna try anyway. We're all just gonna come over here, I think. And this guy full rerolls. Does he have a melee weapon? Oh, he has thermonutronic, yeah. So we should get outside 3 of him.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want to get hit by that. I would die. No, thank you. Cool. And then we will engage people. All right. I'm just gonna. That'll be my charge. I'll just move my guys. I'm gonna be outside of 1 inch of this unit. These models, I guess they have like an actual physicality on the model itself, so they're super top heavy. These are like for 30k models I'm using right here. I'm just gonna lock them momentarily while I'm doing this. So we're gonna do that. All right, I'm just gonna throw everything at the commander. Let's see what we get. So the lightning claws should be 21 because I have a sergeant. I don't have any bonuses to hit, unfortunately. That is a weakness of the list. That's an unfortunate roll. We do wound on 4s because we got +1 to wound from the chaplain, and then rerolling everything because of the lightning claw. Oh, that was not great. So 7 AP 3.
Yeah. So I think that's 7 saves on a 4-up.
Yeah,
I have to save 7 wounds, so I will take all of them on the 4-up from the Cold Star itself.
Sure. Oh, well, there you go. All right, fair enough.
And they all save. Yeah, really lucky.
Chain swords missed 3 times. Wow, yeah, that's too bad. Oh, no, I get to reroll here. 1 wound from the chain sword. I guess it literally doesn't matter because you haven't used your plate yet. So I'll base this guy.
Yeah.
I'll base this guy. And I will... We are... What is the distance here? Oh, I locked him. That's why. It's measuring funny. 1.6, 2.1, 2.2. Okay, so he would have to consolidate over here. I guess for all the good it's gonna do me, in case this Crude Hound sticks around, I'm gonna hope that you don't kill me, and I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna give him a hug. I'm gonna have to lock my guys. Learning all of the fun's ins and outs of new models. All right, that is my fight, so you can punch me.
Yep.
That is an unfortunate roll, chat.
So that's 3 attacks.
7 out of 7 in Valms. Easy game.
Hitting on 3s, I think. It's, 3s, yeah. Strength 3, so on 5s. AP 1.
Good.
Saves. Okay. 4 from the Gold Star. On 3s.
Hey.
I think it's on 4s, yeah. AP 0.
All good. Riptide.
Yep. Riptides, 6 attacks on 5s. Strength 7, 8 points.
Yeah, this list needs a chapter master, I think. That was the problem I was identifying with earlier, and there's no like source of extended rerolls.
3s.
Just the one?
Only one.
AP 2,
Yep,
right?
AP
So
minus 2.
5. Oh, saved it! Yes. Easy game. All right.
Yep.
That's my turn. So I will...
Need a morale check on the cooldown?
Oh, yeah.
Morale check? Yep.
That seems bad.
5.
See ya.
I think it still fails, yeah. I need 5, so it fails.
So I didn't
Yep.
fall back. I didn't need morale. Nobody failed it. So I'll get 3 points for Oath of Moment. And I put 3 banners down. 1, because I didn't shoot the end cursors. 2, 3, but those won't score until next turn. And then that is my whole turn. So I'll pass.
I only hold 1 objective.
All right, next person on the list, we get a chapter master in here. I think we just like cut these stupid aggressors or something. Or maybe even the chaplain. The chaplain gives +1 to wound, but he's like kind of inconsistent.
Go debuffs real quick.
Yeah. Might be the chaplain.
Yeah, 5 Final Pain. Give him moving shoots. Give him moving shoot as well.
And I guess that also opens up a warlord trait, so we can have like a cool smash character. I guess we can't have Plume of the Planeswalker and a cool weapon.
Oh, wait a second. Can I teleport this Gold Star out of... where is it?
Once per round at the start of your movement phase. Yeah, I don't see why not. Could hop him around if you want.
Yep. Start of movement. Yep.
No, but the Chaplain Litany is an aura, though. That's the problem. The issue is that the list outpaces the characters. The characters are like, they like supercharge a unit and then send them out. You just like don't... You don't get to... What am I trying to say here?
Come on.
Like, you don't get to sit next to the chaplain and do stuff, because then you don't do anything. So I think the chaplain's
Where
kind
do
of
I want to
worthless.
go with him?
Yeah, not on TTS chat. In person, I can like mod things up and make them look correct, but in TTS, making proxies for my army would be a nightmare, I think, to play with. Oh, you should for sure be able to reroll the litany. I agree with that, chat. The fact that it's basically all this character does, and it's like so up to chance, is kind of ludicrous.
Where is the objective? Like this.
I like the idea of the list so far, but I do think the rerolls are problematic. I maybe should have deep struck 5 more Terminators, I think, too. I was kind of, well, I think it's maybe fine.
Yeah, I just think I will teleport them. He needs to be 9 inches away, right?
Yeah, I mean, 2s is fine, but 2s without rerolls is, like, too inconsistent, I think. The problem with the chaplain is that you never take it if you don't have Wise Orator.
Like this.
And even with, like, because of the inconsistency, you'll never take it if you don't have Wise Orator, and then Wise Orator sometimes still fails. And so it's like, the effect needs to be strong enough, and honestly, it's, like, not that good. I don't know if I like chaplains to begin with, to be honest. They also don't do anything in melee, which is weird. Yeah, I should just cut this chaplain. I'm really talking myself into it. Get out of here, chaplain. You're done. We lose the +1 to wound, but we get the full rerolls to hit, which is better. Better than Psychers, chat? Is it? Is it? Is it? You can CP reroll a psychic test, chat. You can't do that for a litany. I really want that +1 to wound, though. Maybe I just cut like a Terminators or something. Get more characters. Give up 5 on assassination. Who cares? Yeah, you can use this strat. But whatever. Yeah, this strat feels bad. The strat's good for out of phase or like out of sequence stuff. But I don't know if I would use it any other time. That threat range though. Can we talk about that? If my opponent didn't spike that roll so hard and he was like I was attacking any other unit in the game, these Vanguard veterans would have like vaporized something on the top of 1 or like bottom of 1. It's so good.
I guess.
Yeah, that's White Scar's Gilliman, chat. Look at him. Isn't that perfect?
Yep.
He's got the fist, he's got the gun, he's got the sword, he's like ready to go.
Where are your vanguards? Oh, yeah.
No. I don't even have the plus to charge on the chaplain, chat. It doesn't stack with any of the other benefits. That ability is worthless. That's like the worst one. The Catechism or Canticle of Hate? Yeah, no. Get that shit out of here. I took Mantra of Strength. Let's go. The chaplain gives out +2 to charge as a passive aura. Why do we need to use a litany for it? He just does it for free without thinking. Oh, yeah, that's fair, chap. Yeah. It is. It's very good if you don't have the other stuff going on, but. Yeah, extra pylon consolidate's good. White Scars have a stratagem for that, to consolidate like a huge distance, at least. So there's something.
Something like this. And I think I will fall back with this guy. Do I want to?
I'll move to Tactical Doctrine for round 2, by the way.
Yep.
Given that I have 0 heavy weapons in my army, let's go. Who needs them? Drop your Apothecary for a shooting chaplain.
Must be able to kill them, right?
The chaplains will certainly good if you need mortal wound saving. You switch out for the corner of the building right there. Your line is the line of sight you need is like on this line probably. Give it a line. It's like this. Like that.
Probably
So you gotta be on this side of it.
Small.
There you go. Nailed it.
Thank you. This guy a bit more like this.
I saw it where when I was talking about Space Marine lists, I talked about an Imperial Fist list that was running Leviathan Dreadnoughts. And I had forgotten about the Storm Cannon Array. For as much as that weapon traumatized me in 8th edition, I had just totally forgotten it. And it turns out it's the best weapon in the Codex for Imperial Fists. And it's actually a pretty solid profile in the meta right now. Strength 7, AP 2, like 2 to 3 damage is like, with 16 shots if you have 2 of them. Pretty solid. Plus, that thing also has like the underslung weapons and 3 hunter killer missiles. Leviathan Dreadnoughts are kind of nutty. Just sucks that they are non-core.
And I fall back and still be on the objective for this guy.
Ooh, I'm a square now. With the Riptide?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for sure. You might just have to like rotate your base a little bit, but I think you can definitely do it.
Yeah. These guys just like this, and he just be objective, and if I do like this. They are all here. We have one Terminator and Deep Strike. These guys can move really far, but 31 inches seems far. Seems possible. I think I'll just move him on the objective as well.
Cool. Yeah, Imperial Fist definitely like still the worst Space Marine chapter. I guess besides like Death Watch, depending on how you want to count it.
They will be doing the action.
Sounds good.
Six. End of turn.
Cool.
Yeah. Shooting. He will fire his flamer into them.
Yep.
And his cyclone.
Oh, do you want to do marker lights?
Damn nice.
Do marker lights.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yep.
the whole unit of Pathfinders over here, like boss. Don't forget about us. We're here.
Yeah. 4 of 5 of them into Vanguards,
Mhm.
5 of them into Terminators,
Cool.
and 1 Marker Light into them, and these 2 Marker Lights in the Terminators as well.
Okay. 5, 5.
So let's do 5 of our Pathfinders here, 5 in the Vanguard, and
Yep.
then 5 in the Terminators. Let's do these first.
Yep.
And, Vanguards on my objective.
Yep. Get 4.
4, yep.
Cool.
Yep. Now in the Terminators,
Get 3.
3. And then this marker drone into them.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah, they get 1. And these 2 marker drones into the Terminators as well.
Cool.
I have 2 right, they can see him and him.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Pieces.
Yeah. Just the tank's hovering so you can see underneath. Just 1. So they go to 4.
1 more.
Cool. Sounds good.
So this guy will shoot his flamers into them,
Yep.
and the cyclones as well because the rest is out of range, and 1 plasma into the Terminators.
Cool.
So amount of shots on the flamer,
Mm-hmm. 6.
4, 5, 6.
Nice. So it'll be...
It doesn't hit on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't auto hit.
Yeah.
He has the reroll trait, right? Let me check.
Precision of the Hunter? Yeah.
So 2 more. Where needed those.
Nice. One's on 4s? And you can reroll
I
the wounds too.
think, let me check. Is it strength 4 still? Yep.
Yep, we got a 1 in there. There you go. AP2, yeah, so save on 5s. Save 1. So 1 guy slash alive. I don't have a sergeant, so we'll just make it the guy in the front. Oh, that guy's.
Yeah, and then he will do the Cyclone Ion Blasters.
Mhm.
That's 6 shots into them as well.
Yep.
Use, yeah, on 3s.
7 5s, you didn't save a million. Goodbye, Vanguard veterans. You tried. That will be for later.
1 plasma into the Terminators.
Yep.
2, I can
thing,
reroll
reroll.
everything.
There you go. Was that a 2?
Yep.
Nice. Save on a
Yep,
4.
AP minus 4.
Nailed it. Look at me go.
Which I want to shoot first. Get this Riptide. I will shoot. Wait. So I need first, I think. He will shoot this Dominator into the Incursors.
Okay.
Plasmas into them, and the other stuff is out of range. First the Dominator. Amount of shots.
Nice.
5.
So this will be -2 +1, right? So on 3 still? Because he eats the marker, right? 4s?
So you get -4 leadership.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but you still get -4 leadership.
fair enough.
Okay, and then 2 plasmas into the Terminators.
Yep. Wow, this guy
Yeah.
is really
On
nailing it.
2s.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yep, not gonna CP reroll.
Fair enough.
This Riptide will shoot everything in the Incursors.
Yep. So it's just to clarify, because I might use stratagems. He's the Ion Accelerator and 2 plasmas, yeah? Yeah.
Yep.
So it is. And am I in friend range?
Do I want to
Is he?
overcharge?
Yeah, is he overcharging? That's another good question.
I will be wounding on 2s, and what's the AP? -3 still. I'm just wounding on 2s. Yeah, I think I will overcharge.
Okay. Let's see. I think that is worth a transhuman physiology, so I'm going to use that. So only one on 4s.
Okay.
So this is 5s.
King of
because of the
5s,
dents,
because
yeah.
dance cover.
Yep. Oh, you've got toss up reroll, right? That we could. Use
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Thanks. I forgot.
There
I
they
forgot
are.
about that. Yeah.
So you take
Thanks.
one, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So take one.
Nice money in the bank. Oh yeah, the
No,
transhuman
nothing.
coming in clutch.
5s with plasmas.
Very nice.
On
Very nice. AP4,
1,
yeah.
-4.
Save on 6. Oh my god, no way. He doesn't. Oh, he doesn't have a target lock. Sorry. Oh, he does. Okay, no, I have to go.
Oh yeah, yes, start.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
will roll
So
my
one dice.
apothecary real quick. I didn't roll a bunch of 6s. All right. Goodbye, Incursor. Cool.
Nice, yeah. Fish, yeah. Strike has indirect fire as well, so he will shoot this under. Oh yeah, he still. No, he cannot see, right?
Which one?
Shoot that guy.
The
Let's
hammerhead?
see. No, he
that's a
cannot.
great question.
Yeah.
Let's make this thing.
This long strike. Can he see? No, not with indirect. So we'll shoot his big gun into the Terminators and this indirect into the Incursors.
Cool. So we use a marker light on them.
Indirect fire first. That's 8 shots. -1 on ends and -1 on indirect, so that's 5s.
Long strike, you dog. And it'll be
Yeah.
4s still. Because of transhuman?
Yeah.
Absolute man.
Oh.
Does that ignore cover? The SMS ignore cover
No,
immediately?
and it's AP.
Yeah, they do. They
No,
SMS
AP -1, so.
So I will take one from that. 6 up. 6 up. No, take one. Ow. I'm actually going to take out this guy back here. And then railgun.
Terminator.
Yeah, got him.
You're still hitting on 3s because
Yeah, you have a
mark
marker
light.
light. Yep. Big 2. Roll 1. No.
2s. Yep.
So one guy dies because I'm not gonna roll all those damage ignores, and then I'll roll 3 against saves against mortal wounds. I didn't save any. 2 guys die. 1, 2. Come on. Okay. Okay.
This guy within range, he is, and he can see. So he will shoot his drone guns into them. And his big shot into them.
Okay.
First the drone guns, how many has he? 2 on each, right? I'll scribe real quick.
Yep.
Two gun drones. Yeah, so 4 shots. Yeah, gun drones into them. Where is he? It's 4, so that's a 5s to hit. The big gun and Terminators. It's on a 4, I think. Because of +1.
Yep. But
Use the last mark light,
targeting-
yeah. So he has a built-in reroll for the hit roll.
Yep. There it is.
Hits and 2s.
So
Yeah, he
just
wins as well.
3 saves on the second guy. Didn't save any. So 2 guys die. Keep the sergeant alive.
Go for this guy, which is closest. Can target the librarian. Or no, I don't think so.
I mean, I still have this Terminator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You gotta kill him first. He's like, I'm still
a
here.
bit too optimistic.
Don't forget about me.
Yeah. And it's 30. Toughness 5, toughness 4. This guy will shoot the plasma and this Terminator and the ions and the other squad of Terminators.
Okay. I think I still get dense, yeah? I don't know if you can draw to these guys anywhere. That doesn't go through that.
Yep. So the 2 plasma, setting of 5s.
Nice.
I think want to
Are we overcharging, by the way?
reroll.
The ion
Yeah,
accelerator?
sorry. Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool.
It's plasmas fail. Ion. 2 mortals.
Love it.
Only 1 hit. Only 2 wounds on the tornado.
Goes through. 4 damage, yeah. 6, 6. Double 6. No. Okay, that's where we get our 1, 6. I'll just take it on this random guy.
These guys are heavily tried yet. No indirect fire. These guys are can't see anything. So yeah, that's 3 points for priority objective.
Yep. Oh yeah, I guess I should have gotten that.
This an income morale check on these guys because I killed 1.
Yeah, and then you're
On
giving
a
me
5 up, they fail.
4.
Yep.
Yeah, I ignore combat attrition, right? That's my thing, but I don't ignore morale check penalties, I imagine. Survey says, yeah, combat attrition test modifiers, yeah. So I will just roll it. I don't think I'm gonna spend 2 on that because it's worth 1 victory point, and that's not a lot of victory points. So I rolled a 4 plus, and it's, what's the penalty? It's -4, and then I lost a guy.
-4.
So I think I do
-5.
fail.
So
Yep,
I
so I
think
fail.
you failed morale.
I do. So 1 guy runs, the other 3 on 1s. 2 guys run. So don't get my no failing morale checks points this turn. But I do get the objective, which is exciting.
And this Terminator killed 4.
Oh, yeah,
Can he fail?
He could fail.
On a 6?
He's not afeared. He doesn't even care, man. He didn't even like those guys. My go. Can you hit the big button to me? I'll get a big 12er and 3 banners. 1, 2, 3. And we're off. So, all right. So what do we do here?
Oh wait, can I still?
Oh yeah. Do your
be-
shoot and scoot thing. Yeah. Do the thing.
6 inch LB, 6 inch OE. More like this. Yeah.
Oh, does Gilliman have a morale check thing?
This guy as well. Sorry.
Yep.
Do you mind if I
Yeah,
still?
no, it's
yeah,
on you.
Thank you.
No, all good. I haven't done anything yet.
3 inch. Is it worthwhile?
I guess I could just look at his data sheet in this thing.
Yeah, just gonna slightly up.
Oh, I can reroll more out tests. So I'm gonna reroll this check real quick here in case I get lower than a 4, because Gilliman allows me to reroll for Imperium units. Oh, we know. Look at me go. Yeah, so it's 3 plus 5 is an 8, and the sergeant's lead 8. Good job, Gilliman. Get this back here. All right. So that is you done. Now it's my turn. I get all the points, and then we're moving. So I think what I'm gonna do is do my litanies. I don't think we're gonna give anybody any extra damage this turn. I'll do the we'll give it the 11 plus 1 to wounded melee. We did it, and then we'll give I don't know, reroll hits, I guess. There's no downside, so just roll it. Bloop. Did it. Reroll hits within 6. Let's go. All right, so let's try to stop Long Strike. This man's a menace. Where's your Shaper? Oh, he's the back. He's in the forest. Yeah, there he is. What's up, buddy? So I can't come in. Oh, his thing's kind of funky. I can't come in closer here. But also you have Crude Hounds here. So I couldn't come in there anyway. Alright. So I should be able to come in within outside 9 of Long Strike over here, right? I don't think there's anything stopping me. So I think that's going to be the game plan. I'm not going to do any stratagems in the command phase. I'll advance these guys with +2 because they have all their friends nearby. Okay. Well, better lucky than good, I guess. Your priority objective. It's mine. Give me. Cool. The Terminator is going to advance. 4 + 2, 6, so he does 11 inches. He's just going to chill here. It's like, I dare you to shoot me. You're not going to shoot me again, are you? That would be rude, crude, and socially unacceptable. These incursors will just move. I think we will ask if you desire to shoot at my units with your units and see what your answer is. Oh, they were in the dents, so they get -2. So these guys in the front can't quite go that far. We'll do this. I think we end up back here. Don't think I could cross the wall quite there. Do we want to do anything with the aggressors? We could go shoot at these guys. And that would be kind of fun. Let's see what they roll in their advance. I'm gonna roll in advance for them. Flip. 5. So, or 4 plus, so I can go 11 inches. So they could run over here. It's pretty far advance. And then the line to shoot you is this one. So they could all go like here. I guess that's worth. Sure. Let's take that. I don't know if this is too aggressive or not, and if I should be hiding for another turn, but I've decided to do it. And once I put my mind to something, for better or ill, that's what I'm doing. Go in the dents. This guy can't go in the dents, so he's sad. This guy will be on the objective, and so he can't shoot anything. I guess he can shoot this devilfish. Sure. The Terminators back here are just going to chillax for a bit. I think the hope is that we have more Terminators in the front. We're not going to give them the chaplains +1, but hopefully it's fine. We can do fierce rivalries if we need to. Alright, G-Man. I don't feel an intense need to shoot your gun, G-Man. I would love to get you in... Oh, these have lightning claws. They're kind of bad right now. Maybe I don't even like push real hard right now. Maybe we just chill and wait a turn. That might be the prudent course of action. I think that might be what we do. All right, Long Strike. You get to live another day. I don't think I do enough damage to kill you with with not Thunderhammer guys. So these guys are just gonna chill in the back over here. I think I'll put the characters behind them for now. Is anybody wounded? Could pay a CP to bring a guy back. I guess I'll do that. That's kind of fun. And he has a 9-inch aura of damage ignores, so we will try to keep that alive on these guys. And then very nice. Kill him and we'll just chill here. The Libby will do an advance. 2 plus, or 1 plus 2 is 3. So he goes 9. Guess we'll just go there. Okay. These guys are just gonna move a little bit. Kind of regret moving up these cursors now, but we did it already. Okay. Cool. So let's do. Actually, let's fix these guys' positioning a little bit. We want them to be in the dense cover. Dense and the dense and the dense. And the dense. And the dense. Dense, 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 dense. Okay.
Be aware of this line. With,
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah, I don't think I can.
Oh wait, I have to redraw that line.
Yeah, you guys are farther forward and stuff. I think it's probably fine. I bet you can see me. All right, we're just gonna go there. I'm gonna go ahead and do Psychic. Yeah, I'll do Psychic. I'm gonna cast Ride the Storm. Goes off. Ride the Wind, excuse me. And I'm gonna put that on these Terminators. So it lasts until my next Psychic phase. So their next advance roll will be +2. And then I am going to be done with that because he doesn't have anything else cool to do. So then we'll just go to shooting. I'm going to shoot these aggressors, 4 guys into the Fire Warriors and the 1 dude over here into the Double Fishy. So 1 guy, oh, excuse me, 3 guys. This guy's out of range. Oh, there you go. 3 guys into the Fire Warriors. So they get 18 shots with their little bolt guns, plus 3d6 with their big guns, blasting. So 10, 11, yeah, 10, 11, 12, and then this blasts to a 3 like this. Okay, and then these hit on 3s because we ignore the penalty to advance and shoot. And reroll 1s because G-Man is anywhere on the same planet. And then wind on 3s. 19 EP1.
5 ups. They are probably dead.
We did it.
12. Yep.
This one idiot who has to shoot at a tank. Feeling pretty good about it. No, how many missile launcher shots does he get? 5. Okay. Blam. Reroll 1. Ooh. And then we went on 5s. Blam. 1. AP1 on the Devilfish over here. This one.
Yep. 4, I think he saves.
Yeah.
AP1, so that's on the 4.
Yep. Okay. That's it for shooting. These guys don't. Oh, I guess Gilliman could just like pop a shot at long shot. Oh no, he's only shoots 24. What a weirdo you are, Gilliman. All right. These incursors were gonna shoot you, but then you died. This guy would shoot the Devilfish, I guess. And I don't think this guy has line of sight to that Devilfish. I guess he does. I think one guy gets to shoot that one too. So into the Devilfish on your objective. I hit. I wound. AP1. Yes! I will do a single damage to you. No! How dare you?
No.
To the other Devilfish. I missed. It didn't matter. All right. Charge phase. These incursors are gonna get stuck.
Die, scum!
They're gonna charge the Crute Hounds, and then also, I guess, this Devilfish, because I think I have to charge both to make the charge, so let's go.
Yeah, want to Overwatch?
Oh, sure. Yeah, go for it.
So that's 8 burst cannon shots and 4 with the. So first the burst cannon shots.
Mm-hmm.
6s. Strength 6, so 3 wounds.
Good.
1. Yep. 4 with the gun drones. Only 1.
Is it 4 or 8? You get 8, right? Because there's 2 sets of 4. Or 2 sets of 2? It's
2 sets of 2.
Yeah, it's 4 pulse carbines, right? And each one shoots twice.
I think it's
I'll
only
roll.
2
It's 1 wound
carbines
so
for a
far,
gun
right?
drone.
Or is it a hit?
Oh wait, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get 4 more shots.
It's,
Is this a hit
it's
or a
8
wound
shots,
for you?
yeah, gun drones. Yeah, wound roll.
Okay. So I will make a save. Nailed it. And then just roll 4 more at me.
Yep. It's 6s. 4s.
Oh, you got him. There it is.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair enough.
Nice.
All right, let's make the charge. To battle. Nailed it. Is there anything cool we can do? Touch this Riptide, maybe? Nah, it's kind of far away because I declared the Crute Hounds. I guess there's not really. Yeah, it's fine. Just come and hang out over here. All right. I will be swinging with these guys. You have 4 Crute Hounds, and I have.
Eat bolt gun! Bolt gun!
I will just swing at the Crute Hounds because I know I'm gonna roll a bunch of misses. Wound on 2s because I got +1 to wound this turn. All right, 6 at AP1. I think they just die, right?
I think it's just yeah.
Cool. And then this guy will come in and just make it so that the Devilfish doesn't move. I guess we can like literally put him on your base. And that guy will touch this terrain so he gets cover. And then this Devilfish can hit me.
We stand ready.
3 attacks.
Xeno spotted.
Some 5s, right?
I think it's 6s. But you get a
6s,
reroll.
So nothing.
You get a reroll.
Nothing.
Toss out.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, that is gonna be it for my turn. I'm gonna get 1 for O's for not running away because we didn't actually run away, 2 for holding the middle, and 3 for my secure missing artifacts, and then we'll pass it back to you.
I only hold 1 objective. From now on, I can fall back and shoot.
Just that -1 to hit, right?
Check up on the rules.
Sorry?
You just get -1 to hit when you do that, right?
Yep. Fall back, but it does -1. And from now on, within 12 inch, I get exploding hits, but not if I fall back.
Yep.
Close is eligible and within 12 inch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And not falling back. Okay.
Do you mind if I rewind real quick? I said I was gonna put a Terminator back with the Apothecary, and then I forgot to do it. Do you mind if I just slot that guy back there?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Cool. All right. That is it for me, and it's your turn.
All my Riptides have 12 or more wounds, so I don't need to roll for them.
Indeed.
I think I'll give him. a
Yeah,
strike
exploding
and
sixes
fade
with a
again.
bunch of riders.
Um,
All right, chat. Let's see what Tau can do. I don't know if moving the aggressors out was the right call, but at least we got rid of this OPSEC unit. Getting rid of the OPSEC feels important because now I can just like sort of do OPSEC things.
far.
I think we can win if we just hold the middle for a while. But
And
if Tau
I
just
will
tables
give
me here, then it is
both
what it
of
is.
them extra shots. Will I give them extra shots? I think I will.
Oh, the aggressors are dead for sure, chat. Yeah, 100%.
Already give him 5 of Feel No Pain.
The intention was to also put the Terminators
Cannon.
down, but I'd forgotten they didn't have Thunderhammers and they weren't going to kill Longstrike. I was like, this will be fine. I'll put 5 Thunderhammers into Longstrike. There's like no way he survives, right? And it's like just a bunch of 1 damage Lightning Claws because we're not in Assault Doctrine yet. I'm going to go to Assault Doctrine, by the way. Speaking of which. Alright, now we are tuned up. Let's go. Do Tower of Aztecs to an Auspec scan? They do, but it's an upgrade that gives them the stratagem, I believe. +1 to wound is just from the chaplain. Then that you can like the Terminators can +1 to hit just by themselves. White Scars. The downside of White Scars is that the only like actual damage improvement that they have is their Super Doctrine. They have very little.
I'm gonna give him the extra shots. Do we have a?
So they're extremely fast, but sometimes they hit with a bunch of stuff that doesn't actually do that much damage. You could take Corsaro Khan, and he has a +1 to wound aura. He's like Adrax that way, but he's slow. He doesn't have a jump pack, so he's just like wandering around the table, which is a little bit weird.
Fall back and shoot.
That's I don't know. White Scars next to Imperial Fists seem like they're kind of awkwardly designed. Like, at least Raven Guard, they decided to make it so that, they're just an Alpha Strike faction, but if you don't Alpha Strike, you lose. Which is not a good faction, but it is a design. White Scars are like, they're the fast ones, and they do melee stuff. And you're like, yeah, we're fast, but our melee's not that good. So it's like, why are we fast? I don't know. For the sake of it, I guess? He is Primaris, yeah, Charm. Yeah, that was like a combo back in the day when White Scars were like seeing a lot of play, is that he would go into an Impulsor with like 5 like assault intercessors, and then he would like bail out with them, but it's kind of whatever. I hope I score Bring It Down this game. I'm in danger. I'm in great danger of being zeroed on my Bring It Down, which is a little bit frustrating. It's a little scary. No, just assault. Just assault guys. The chain swords. I don't think you take veterans intercessors. You want like the natural obsec, and I don't think you really need like to push too much extra damage through. And then he would like when the Vanguard veterans connected, like he would hop out of the repulsor and go with them, and then also have like this little screening unit of guys that would like follow up. You would hit somebody with like 20 Vanguard veterans, and then they would kill a bunch of shit, and your opponent would take like the entire turn trying to extricate themselves, and then Corsaro Khan would like get stuck in.
He was like here.
I think that was was that out of the 8th edition codex? Oh no, it was just you just took 2 detachments. You took like battalion plus patrol or something. Yes. And then you had another, like a Chagorian Storm captain as well, who would like follow up with that guy. And the Chagorian Storm captain plus Corsaro Khan was like a fucking nightmare, the 2 together. That captain's really, really good. I think like, if I had the Warlord slots in this list, I would play it for sure. He's so strong. I get 6 on Bring It Down? Thanks, chat. That's what I wanted to hear. It'll be interesting to compare what my Bring It Down score was versus what my Lightning Strike score would have been. Because I would have had... I could have pushed for a 2 on Lightning Strike, right? Because I could have killed both Crude Hound units on the charge, so that I'd be 2 on it already. And the question is like whether or not I'd break that. It feels like I don't. It's like wild that doesn't score big on vehicles, only characters. It's like insane. Got these command points I have, by the way, chat. Is that nice? So nice. The Mastodon Spaceless list is classy as fuck for sure, chat. That list is so cool. I could have been 8 on Shock Tactics. You're not wrong. Yeah, I guess like that actually was the correct plan. I guess I just keep watching Dark Angels and Salamanders players get zeroed on Shock Tactics. But this list is so like limitlessly aggressive that you can't just like you don't, your opponent doesn't get to like play the like I'll only contest you game. So I guess that was a miss. What's the word? I wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. That was a bad call. Yeah, I probably, the way this game is ending up, I guess it looks like I would be maxing Shock Tactics as it goes on, but I didn't know that was how my opponent was going to play to begin with. Although I don't really know how he stops me, I guess. Because the Vanguard veterans can close the distance between the ruins and run turn, I can just like put them over there. I guess I don't know whether or not he's gonna.
This guy?
No, that's all good. Yeah, I was gonna say like it's like a miss, not an assumption. Like not a misrepresentation, like a misanalysis. Not really sure what the word I'm looking for is. Missed opportunity. I mean, it's Tau, chat. Like, you can't... There's no other way to play Tau. Other than, like, hope you don't get shot, basically. Like, please don't touch me. I'll put all my models on my board edge. Like, that is just how Tau works. Miscalculation? Oh, that might be it. Miscalculation. Yeah, I think that's correct.
I'm gonna advance my Cold Star. One, so let's see, level on the drone, can you get anywhere? I don't think so.
Please don't come attack my cool cursors. Look how cool they are. I'll point at you. Hey, you. I see you there. Shoot you with my gun.
Oh, like this. Yep.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think that is, yeah. I should value Shock Tactics more highly, chat, because I think that the mistake that I made was assuming that my list was about taking territory, and it's about trading for territory, which is where Shock Tactics becomes very good. I guess I was worried that I would take an objective, my opponent would shoot me off of it, and then not like let me take it back to let me score Shock Tactics on it again. But if he does that, he just doesn't score it himself. There's only 5 objectives in the map. So yeah. Yep. All right, good to know. If that ends up being the game, then it's on me. I do think we're in a pretty good spot right now. I think we might be in the driver's seat here, and we're making decisions on new lists. It's actually kind of exciting. This army's kind of cool.
Cleanse, purge, kill.
That echo's back. Why does it do that? It's so weird. I just remove it. Oh, I might have fixed it on the restream. There we go. I fixed it again. I remember what I did yesterday. We made it work. Yeah, just like I think speaking from the Tyranid perspective, it's like almost literally never been the correct play against me. I think every time somebody's rolled like rocked up shock tactics, I put them to like a 4 or 8 maybe. But this list is so different than that I think it's
Let's see.
it's pretty good. Like I've never played a list that looks like this White Scars list before with my Tyranids. Oh, I'm for sure gonna lose some models, chat. The hope is that I lose the Primaris stuff, but I keep most of the Terminators. Plus, I have more Terminators in reserve, so it's not like I'm dead. And all these characters hit like trucks.
I think I will just position him here. 1 inch from all.
If I get like the Assault Terminators vaporized, then I'm in a bad spot. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they eat one shot from a single Riptide, and it kills like 1 or 2, and then I bring one back, and it's fine.
He will be standing here. Three inch away from him.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need to be like super healthy for too long, right, chat? Because if I can pull another like 2 rounds of 12s, then I think I just win anyway. I don't know if my opponent can come back from that.
Yeah, Pathfinders will advance. 5, so it's 11.
Especially since it's interesting because I made my opponent burn his high altitude maneuvers on turn 1 to get the Cold Star out of danger, and that means that or on turn 2, that means he doesn't have the auto max on aerospace targeting because he can't just deep strike in the back. So he has to like naturally aerospace target now, and it's gonna be kind of tough. Well, in order for me not to get a 12 this turn, chat, my opponent has to give me a Riptide, right? And I don't think he does that. I think he runs away with the Riptide. Yeah, I mean, that's a trade I'll take, though. If he wants to put me to an 8, then that's fine. Because the Riptide's worth 4 by itself. That's like that's an even trade. I don't even think that's like the correct play, honestly, for him. I think he just lets me run away on primary and tries to deny secondaries. But, I don't know, we'll see. This Bring It Down pick was definitely, I think, the wrong call in hindsight. Should have taken something different. Do, 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 do. I mean, he won't feed me 4 points. He'll just feed me 3, and then 1 on Oza moment. So it's like, you know, it's like the same in this instance. Lightning strike. It's just kill things on the charge. You get a point for every time you kill something on the charge or with an assault weapon, then you advance. So I would have been on like 3 on it right now.
So let's shoot all this stuff in here.
Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me with your guns.
First, I think he will throw his grenade into them. Get some special grenades.
Sure. A little quill grenades.
2d6.
Ooh, a whole belt of grenades.
No, yeah, grenade belt. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's yeah, and his fire his pistol rifle into them as well.
Can you do both?
2d6
Usually you
shots.
just can only do, if you do the grenade, that's all you can do.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep. True. Yep. Only 6 shots. Only with the grenades. And I think he hit some 4s.
And then wins on 3s. Just taking all the guys in cover on a 3. Take 1. Ow.
Well, they had to die. So what you do is high output burst cannon. Oh yeah, I forgot about the.
Oh yeah,
backgrounds.
Marketized. Yeah, you want to do them?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to do one of these guys into these guys.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
They get these cannot see anything, I guess. So they will do everything into them.
Sure.
And
Okay. All right, then, cursors. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
yeah, rest I cannot see, I guess. So yep. This guy will shoot his probably. It's a leadership. 8. Yeah. Sorry. Shots. Yeah, advanced, so you hit some trees.
Yeah, I couldn't afford infiltrators though. There's like no float points in this army chat.
To them as well.
That was the problem.
What
I had
you will do is
infiltrators and I kept
Dominator
them
into
down
them.
to fit the
That's
characters in,
plasmas.
basically.
And the high output burst cannon into these guys.
Cool. And the plasmas here. Yeah.
That's 10 shots. Hitting.
Okay.
Plasmas and the Dominator into them.
I'm gonna transhuman those guys.
These guys 10 outwards, still hitting on 2s because he uses 1 mark light.
Yep.
And he gets 2 extra hits because of exploding 6s.
Mm-hmm.
5, so winning on 3s.
And
-1.
then these are -1, so I just save on 4s because I don't get cover, right? Because he's got target lock. Blam.
Yep.
Oh, spicy meatball right there. Like, way to go, incursors. Infiltrators, eat your hearts out.
Dominator into them. 1 shots. Shots.
If I didn't have the chaplain, I'd take a chapter master, and that guy's more expensive.
Smart light. Shots on 5s. Nothing.
I think it's 4s,
but
right?
they
With
do
the
get
air
-4
bursting?
damage.
Because it's strength 5 and MT5?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, because it
Strength
gets
5,
extra
so it's
strength 'cause
1.
it's special. So, my save on a... What's it? AP2? AP2, yeah, so save on a 5. Just one of the guys in front here. Alright. Oh, saves it. What a boss.
Yep. 2 plasmas. On 3s, yep. AP -4 on these guys. Ignore cover.
Yep, so I can't save them, but I can apothecary them. So the first one on the guy in the top who took the damage earlier is live on 1. Good night, sweet prince. Yeah, Gilliman's not the chapter master. He's the Primarch. He doesn't have to
So
keep
long
it.
strike will shoot his big gun into them, and
Okay.
his gun drones into the cursors.
Yep. I don't think he has to take dents because this guy's not in it. That's already gone.
Let's see. This guy, right?
What's up?
No, yeah, he has -1 to hit, right?
No dents. Because I have a guy outside dents that you can draw to. So you can just be boop, no dents.
This is up shearing, right?
Yeah, the line of fire that dents checks for is not the same as line of sight. Dents is just anyone in the unit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not someone you can see. It's weird, but it is what it is.
Okay. Yep. So first gun drones, so that's 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And these ones get explosions, right? Because I'm closest.
Yep. And the mark lights, so hitting on 2s.
Does he have gun drones or he has smart missiles? Are these smart missiles?
Oh wait, smart missiles. Yep. Sorry.
It's the same shots
it's
either
still
way,
8
right?
rolls.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, still 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hitting on 2s, he's 3, so they all yep. And it's strength 5, so on 3s, I think I will use my. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Ignores cover, yeah. So guy outside cover and then sergeant. Oh no, I save on 4s. He's on live on 1. Yay. Alright, so that was. Because my chat's off.
And then the big gun
Yep.
into the guys.
Ooh,
He
misses.
can reroll.
Yep, targeting Ray. Nailed it. And then a 4.
Yep. And on 2s.
So one guy's dead, and then the 3 mortals to the other guy. Do I live? No. So 2 guys are dead. 1, 2. Cool. Do Titans get chapter traits? So Lords of War.
I think all my pathfinders will fire into them.
Actually, before we go too far, I think you should have 3 more wound rolls here, right? Because you rolled 3 6s to hit with the SMS. But he was hitting on 2s, so everything hit, and then you would get 3 explosions for Kalyan. Yeah.
Yeah, if you say so, I'm not sure what I rolled.
Yeah,
with
it was 3
so.
6s. I remember. I had forgotten about the marker light, so
Six,
I was,
okay,
I
yeah.
just I assumed that we had like taken the 2s as the 6s because you'd like rolled like the same number, but I forgot you were hitting on 2s anyway. So yeah, just see if I die.
Oh, okay, yeah.
2 more 4-ups. Yep, he's dead. There we go. Got him.
Yep. Yeah. So these guys cannot see anything. He can shoot everything into the Terminator.
Yep. I am towing in the dents, so -1.
That's 12 shots. Of his burst cannon. Yep. 36 inches, right. Can I see the other guys as well? Yeah, but I think I just want to go for this guy. He doesn't dead, so he's hitting on 5s. Saving for the plasma. Wounding on 3s. AP -2. And he ignores cover.
That will be 1 through. I will take 2 damage. And then the big guns.
Now the 2 plasmas.
Oh, get out of here.
One
No,
step
toss
reroll.
up, no. Not like this. Wounds on a 2.
16, yep. Wounds on 2.
Oh, yeah, does it explode? What's the distance this round?
Oh no, it's outside range.
Oh, okay. It wounds. Save on my inbound, please. Inbound, please. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. Nailed it. So good at rolling 4s or higher on 1d6.
Yeah. Bad positioning on my part on this guy. This guy then will shoot everything he got into this Terminator.
Okay. So I think he won't explode, right? Because he could shoot the aggressor instead. Oh no, the aggressor's farther away. Yeah.
It's
No, you're
the
good.
closest.
Yep.
I think he's
Yeah,
fine.
you're good. This distance is like 5.5, and this distance is like 4. So nailed it.
First 5, 6, 8.
That was a roller coaster ride.
One exploding.
Mm-hmm.
One toast up reroll.
Ooh. Very
Oh,
nice reroll.
lucky there.
Very nice. Very nice.
On
we got
threes.
And these are no AP, yeah. Or is this the
AP1.
It won't matter. I'll be in a 2-up.
Still got the
regardless.
cover, so
Do I
yeah.
die? I do. Goodbye. I must go. My planet needs me.
Yeah, he will shoot everything he's got into these guys.
Okay.
Shoot at anything else. He will shoot at them. Yeah, everything. He's gonna overcharge. Doesn't really matter, right? Toughness 5. Well, you can apothecary them.
Mm-hmm.
Where is your apothecary?
He's right here. Yep. Yeah, it's at the end of the movement too, so he can
They
move
get
up
the-
and then do it.
They do get a 5 of 6 of Philip Bane now, right?
They do, yeah, because the I have the extra 6 inches on auras for him.
And I will overcharge because that could matter. Okay. So 6 shots.
Is that it is 6 inches. Is it 3 inches?
Toast up reroll 1.
I've just been cheating horribly.
Extra hit. He's hitting on 4s. Yep.
Oh no, it's 3. Oh, actually, I messed up. He's actually outside. I should have one less aggressor here because I thought his relic gave him extra 6 inch range, but it's only 3. So one guy extra guy should be dead because I saved one on the ignore earlier.
I still have to roll for the wound roll, right?
Yeah.
So on trees.
There you go. This is from the ion cannon. This guy.
Oh right. Yeah, iron can. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can save it on 6s, I guess. I didn't roll all 6s. Goodbye, aggressors. Oopsies. Well, figured it out. It's 9 inches on
You'll
Rights
shoot
of War,
everything into
but
them.
6 inches on Chief of
And he is
Apothecary.
within 12 inch.
Kind of annoying. An annoying distinction.
8 shots. 3x exploding, so like this. 3 to wound. -1.
So just 3s. 1 wound.
Damage. Then the gun drones.
Okay.
Doesn't do anything. And now this guy is ion. They do get he can shoot everything. He gets extra shots, so that's 8, and he's gonna overcharge.
Sounds good.
On 5s. Lucky here, lucky me. On 2s. Toss up reroll. 6 saves on the Terminators.
Okay. And I am on my inbound, right? AP3.
3, yep.
So I save 3, and then these are 4 damage each, right? Because we overcharge, yeah. So first one, second one, ooh, almost, and last one. Ooh, 3 guys, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
2 plasmas.
Yep.
And now I get to 2d6 movement on this guy.
Yep.
That's 5.
My objective, no.
On you. 5 like this. Do I got anything else? No, I don't think so. So that's 4 for decisive action.
Mm-hmm.
Priority and inspect you.
Cool. I think I could fail morale here on a 6. Oh, actually, no, I don't think I can because they use the chaplain's morale. He's a 9, so they're fine. I remembered. Okay, cool. Command phase stuff. I'm gonna do my rerolls litany with the chaplain. Goes off. And then my +1 to wound litany, I guess I'll do it on the Terminators. Also goes off. And I should marker that. There we go, guys. All right, everybody. Let's go charge some Tau. I get 8 points and 2 banners, 2 bananas. And we're off. I'm gonna start by somebody needs to hang out on this objective. Who's gonna be that guy? I don't know. But what I am gonna do, what I do know is that I'm gonna proxy where these Terminators are going. And they all have the early warning override, so they can shoot when I charge, right? Flow free.
Yep.
Rude.
5 ups.
What is this charge? You guys are 19 away.
I still have to make use of the stratagem, so
Yeah, so
the
you only get
stratagem
one
is for free.
still, yeah.
Yep.
I'll just go for everybody on with the Terminators. Terminator, I hardly knew. I will. I think these guys will chill for a bit. Yeah, we can chill and like have the Libby on the objective or something. So, and you have the big aura over here. This is a fishy. This seems fishy. We can run in cursors over. I would love for you to stop shooting me with this Riptide Battlesuit. That would be my if I had one wish, it would be that. But I think I would have to eat Overwatch, which I don't love. I only got one shot. I think we just have to eat it from this guy and hope for the best. I'm just gonna give this guy a little bubble. There's 9. Alright, so we'll do like this. And he is on the train, so his line of sight is like pretty easy. So we have to like string like this if we didn't want to get shot. He has a target lock, right?
Yep.
That is as far as I can go, I think, without being hit by the burst cannon. Oh yeah, you got.
Be mindful of this riptide as well for the damage.
That's fair. Got so many riptides. So this guy can place there. This guy can go here. Oh, he may have to just be overwatched, I guess. Is that fine? This guy's Overwatch isn't quite as scary as the other guys. And he has, what's his Does he have extra shots right now or no?
He's a 5-up Philomene.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, what's their invuln save normally? 5-up or 4-up?
A 4-up.
It's a 4-up. Okay.
Oh.
Okie dokie. I'm just gonna eat it and hope for the best. Oh, but it does carry on, right? Ugh, maybe I don't. Oh, I guess I could just Storm Wreath them and then maybe it's fine. We'll just Storm Wreath them and then we'll roll it out. That'll be great. I forgot I can just ignore Overwatch if I roll a good Psychic test. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. Do that. So that they're proxy based right now. And then we'll fix them later if the characters go somewhere interesting. These guys will advance. Anything else I'm doing? I don't need to do any strats in the movement in the command phase, so I don't think so. These guys will advance. They have +4 currently. It's not a great advance roll. I'm gonna go 10. Ooh. I'm gonna CP that actually. Well, got 2 more inches. So we go 12. What does this charge? A 7? It's probably fine. We'll do that depending on whether or not I have a reroll, I think. Oh, I can also put a Terminator up there. I can put a guy here. Maybe. I don't know if I can see his engagement range. Okay. I'll advance the Apothecary with +2. So it goes 11. Could go here and get a guy within 6. I'll think about it. I'll go here. Robo boost. Yeah, let's advance this guy first. He just turbo boosts. He's got my reroll thing, so I'm gonna go 7. I'll just rotate 2. So that's 9, and then we go 11. Gillyman. We'll move. I might actually shuffle these guys to see if we can get a charge with Gillyman. This guy's coherence is a little question. I wonder if it's possible. Probably not, huh? I think it's fine. These guys will advance. Whee! 3 inches. They don't have any buffs, so they just go 9. I think we're gonna go over here. And they'll just eat that Overwatch for the team. Sorry, guys. You've done good. These guys will advance. 5. Who needs objectives? Not me. Alright. This Libby will stand on this objective. And he wants to be within 12 of wherever these guys are coming up. So this guy may have to be here, basically. Which is fine. And then these guys will stand within 3 of him. Okay. And then... Where... they'll pop in, and then we're going to Psychic Phase. This Librarian is going to cast Storm, or Ride the Wind. We'll do Storm Wreath first. Goes off. Oh, these guys don't have all the bonuses. Is that fine? It'll have to be, I think. So that we'll put a Venom, so no Overwatch, and Mortals on the charge. And then we'll do +2 to charge. Goes off on them also. And then we will go to shooting. Oh, is his bubble messed up? Yeah.
Yeah, should be nice.
So
Yeah.
they should be 9 inches away. Yeah, it's a 9-inch charge, however we do it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I think it's because it like measures from inside his base for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was measuring on this bubble. Well, that would have been wrong either way. I was looking at this one.
Something like this will be measurable.
Yeah.
Not just
do that. Cool. That should be good, right? I'll just make it 9 on both, basically. Is the idea. Okay.
So no Overwatch on them and +2 on the charge, right?
And +2 charge. Yep. Let's go to shooting. Most people advanced, so I don't get too many shots. Just Gillyman will shoot the Pathfinders. Yeah, he'll just shoot the Pathfinders 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's any penalties. 1s on 2s. 3 AP 1.
I think it's 6 ups.
Nice. Good job,
Even
Gillian. Charges. Let's do it.
Go minus the
Yeah, do whatever.
minus
this
on
is.
this.
So yeah, it's when I declare you, right? So they'll charge both here, looking for 9s. You'll give me minus, and I guess I'm going to do this. I don't know. I think I have to do this before I declare my charge targets, but I'm going to give them 3d6 and drop the lowest for their charge. I don't know if that changes your decision.
Nope.
The Vanguard Veterans advanced chat. Okay.
Oh,
so
wait 1 second. I cannot Overwatch these guys, right?
You cannot Overwatch them.
Every year. Yeah, yep.
So here we go. So drop lowest, and then we get net +1 because we're +3, -2 right now. So we go 10 inches. How many guys do you have on this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4.
3 guys. 4 guys.
4
Yeah.
if you include the Reptide, yeah. I don't think I can take it because I have to go towards these dudes, so we're just going to do that. And I can't touch the difficult. Who do I want to hit? Does this guy has the big gun, right? Or does he also have the 5 up?
This guy has 5 feeling pain. He has +2 to +2 shooting.
Okay. So yeah, no 5 up
Armor
feeling pain
shields.
on this guy, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. We might just try to kill that guy, and then just make the other guy fall back. Ta-da. Okay. These incursors are going to charge this Riptide Battlesuit. Would you like to overwatch me?
These inverters. Yeah, sure. It's free Overwatch. Why not?
Get it for free. Might as well.
Will Overwatch something else? I don't think so. So, yeah. Shots, he has a 5 film. He also should move. Okay. 5 ups.
That's spicy.
3 of them.
The two. Oh no, I guess they don't explode, right? Because I have Terminators closer.
No.
Yeah, and then 2 wins.
So, 2 of them.
All right. AP 3, so I say 6
Minus 3.
So the wounded guy. Apothecary, is he close enough? Where did I put him? He's not close enough. So the wounded guy's dead. The next guy will be the guy in the back. No. So you're dead and you're dead. Plasma?
2 plasmas.
Oh boy.
Oh, well. 2 ups.
Yeah, there's
Minus 4.
I will keep the sergeant, I guess. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, that's why the Intercursors did that first, and not the Terminators. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I forgot to res a guy again.
Yeah, sure, put him back.
I actually am not sure
Yeah.
I would even want to. I could put one here. Does that change my numbers very much? Yeah, whatever. I guess we'll do it. Thanks. Alright, let's see if I make this charge with this Incursor. Now it's really long. 8. I think I lost Gilliam and Zora because I killed myself out. Do you get +1 from this guy? So it's a 9. 6. I think we do make it somehow. 7, 8, 9. Look at me go. Alright, Incursor, way to go. These Assault Terminators are going to charge the Riptide, the Devilfish, and Long Strike. They have +2 to charge currently, so they go 10. Give me your objective. I want it. Six and 4. Can I stand here with that guy? 6. I guess I can just stand in this doorway here. Boop. And that guy goes there, and then I might have to peel this guy back for coherency. Like this. Okay. This Apothecary, I guess, will charge his Riptide Battlesuit. Let's go. Nailed it. Just go here, I guess. Gilly Man. And then the Chaplain will charge the Devilfish. Where do you want to be, Chaplain? I guess you do want to charge the Devilfish. Okay. I don't need these really high charge numbers, but I am getting them. I'll go over here, I guess. What I want to do, I'll use some of my movement to do this. And then I want to get these guys in reroll range, and they'll charge this Devilfish. Whee! We're going so far so fast. One of them will just like base you and make sure you can't move. And then that is all my charges. I will attack. I will attack with these Terminators. And I'm going to pay a CP to give them +1 to hit. And they're going to do a pile in. And a pile in. Guess he can pile like over here towards this guy, and he can go like this, and he can go like this. And then they will all fight this guy. So it should be their 5 attacks each, 25. +1 for the sergeant. Oh no, there's no sergeant, just kidding. That's a combat squad. Here we go. Hit on 2s. Wound on 5s. Reroll. Oh, that was good, though. That was extremely good. Okay, I can't feel so bad. 13 AP3, 2 damage on the guy who doesn't have the damage ignore. Would you stop it? Oh my god.
That's 6, so he's down to 6.
Okay, well, you know, that was a lot of work for nothing.
Lucky me.
I'll just base everyone over there. That's too bad.
Yep.
All right, we'll do. Let's see. We'll do Gilliman. He's not doing anything else. I think he swings with this big, cool sword because it does mortal wounds, right? On a wound roll of 6, I inflict D3 mortal wounds, and it's strength 8, so I'd be wounding on 3s either way, and this one does mortals. Or the other one's 4 damage. I don't know which one's better. I don't know. The sword's cooler. We'll swing with the sword. There we go. He is, if I remember correctly, 7 attacks on the charge. He is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling because he's a cool Ultramarine. Wounding on 3s. That many on your invuln. No 6s, unfortunately. So 6 damage. It's 3 each. I'll roll with this. I'm just assuming you don't want to interrupt, but if you do, then let me know. He'll just come over here, I guess.
No.
I'll roll with this.
I'll do out explode him.
He is going to swing at you 4 times. Rerolling because I did the litany. Wounding on 5s. 3 AP1 or AP2 actually. AP2, right? Because these guys have AP1 open. 2 damage each. Let's go. Primaris Apothecary. Oh, how many attacks do you have? 4? 5 on the charge. Oof, calm down. I think he's out of reroll. All rerolls, but he can reroll his ones because Gilliman's there. Didn't matter. Yeah, also didn't matter. Fair enough. All right, Terminators, let's go. Actually, we'll just do the Chaplain first and see what he wants to roll. They'll just actually, we'll do the Vanguard Veterans first. They'll swing over here. 5 with the Chainsword because I have 5. Rerolling misses. And then wounding on 5s. 2 AP2 to start with. 2 damage each.
5 ups, both safe. Yep.
And then the
4 so down to 9.
20, and there's a sergeant here. Yeah, 21 lightning claws. Rolling misses. Wounding on 5s. Rerolling everything. Oh, that's good. 10 AP3, 2 damage. Should get him.
6 ups.
Do explode.
He explodes.
Very nice. And then they'll file in. Or consolidate this way, just onto the terrain. We'll go towards the Devilfish. Okay. Now the Chaplain can move, so Chaplain goes this way. Bleep bloop. He gets 5 attacks.
Sure.
He will reroll all the things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 2s. Rerolling. On 5s. 2 AP2. That's 3 damage. Onto this Devilfish. And then the
yep.
Terminators. They will go. I guess it is kind of funny if we engage these guys. But yeah, it's probably. Go like this, go like this, go like this. He has to go towards the Devilfish, so he's stuck. And he has to go towards the Devilfish, and he's fighting someone over here. Okay, so we'll get 3 here, 2 here, 3 here, and we'll hope for the best. So 3 onto the Riptide should be 3 attacks each. And my sergeant is here. Okay, well, let's actually do 2 under the Riptide. 2 regular guys onto the Devilfish. And then the 4 onto Longstrike, just to make sure. Including the sergeant. So 2 regular guys into the Riptide. On 4s. Rerolling everything. These guys got the +1 from the chaplain, so they went on 2s. No reroll 1s, so that many on your embalm. 4 damage each. Bonk.
Yep. I'm gonna use 1 CP for auto explode.
Oh no!
That's good for your armor destroyed if I move the belt from play. So it's regular normal, 26 for each unit with a 3 inch. And one if destroy units, it's rated of 12 or more.
3 of 5 is D3 mortal wounds. Okay.
Yep.
First on this guy.
Not my cursor, no. So it's D3 on
Yeah,
him.
that's D3 mortal wounds, so that's
I'll
1
take
mortal
one.
wound.
Ow.
Killiman. It's D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds on Gilliman.
I can do anything about that.
Apothecary.
Hey. Is that just flat 3?
That's
3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
flat 3, yep.
6 up. I'll take 2. Okay. And then the Terminators.
D3.
This one.
1 mortal wound.
Take 1. I'll just put it on the guy in front, I guess.
am I,
the fish, yeah.
Fish as well.
Oh,
Yep.
fishy.
It doesn't take.
So it's on a 3 up, right?
Oh wait, it's 12 or more. Is he 12 or more? Yeah, so he does take.
Does
Yeah.
it count
And
wounds or not?
it's 12 wounds. It's more than 12 wounds, so it's
Oh,
take
okay.
3 mortal wounds as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's on 2 up. Yeah.
Okay.
So all these guys. Was he within? No,
There's
that's
3
second,
inches,
yep.
right? There's no way I can do it in 3.
3 inch. Yep.
I think we did it. Good job in Cursor Sergeant. This guy, he's lived through all manner of stuff. All right. So that was 3 guys over here. I got 2 guys on the fishy. Just regular guys, so 3 attacks each. On 4s, but re-rolling everything. And then on 2s. 3 AP3. So on 6 up.
6 ups.
Alright, 4 damage each, so we'll get you.
8. Yep. Does it explode?
That would have been a bad explosion. I'm glad that one didn't go off. Ooh, boy.
I was hoping for the explosion. I was hoping.
Yeah, the double explosion would have been good for sure.
Think. Inch. Yes. Inch.
Oh, yeah, I should have struck for the heart these guys to make your disembark tough, but I didn't do that.
3 inch. Yes. Is it possible? 1 inch. Right. Yep.
Cool. Let's see if anybody dies.
Is this guy within what's 1 inch? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're fine. You're good enough. Did that die getting out?
Yep. Sorry.
All once. Yeah, just 2.
All nice. 2.
Cool. Alright, and then I'm rolling 3 guys into long strike. Or 4 guys into long strike, including the sergeant. So here's the sergeant, and then another guy, and then that 2 more times. Okay. 4s. Re-rolling. 2s. That many. AP3.
Does he explode?
No!
It does explode.
Oh, that one might be okay for
What
me,
is his
though.
profile?
Yeah, I think it's just my
Yeah.
2 guys, but you get all these things.
D6 mortal wounds. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the hammerheads. They go big or go home, you know?
Yeah. So this guy as well. We know.
Yeah, so it should be my
First
Terminators,
on,
the Chaplain, and the other Hammerhead, and the Commander. Yep.
Chaplain first, D6.
Oh my god!
Wow. Wow.
Sorry, Chappie. I think you're just gonna get killed by breachers now.
Yeah, wow. The Terminators on a 6.
Ow! Stop it.
Ooh.
They do get a 6-up. Alright, so we lose 1, and then 2 damage goes on somebody else. Let's just stick it on some guy. Yeah, just have to make sure my coherency doesn't get messed up later. Alright, who's next?
These guys.
Oh, okay,
one.
sure. Now you're only
two.
only 2. I see how it is.
Need to ease with 2-inch. Okay, like this. Where is the? I still hold this objective, right? Nothing here. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
These
not
two.
taking it.
My commander, Gold Star.
3.
3. I can take it 1 on the marker drone.
And he's got
I
5
actually
up.
want to.
Ignore, right?
Oh, yeah, right. That's right. 3 of them. Yep.
Well,
thank
it's
you.
on him, right? So if he takes it on the drone, then it doesn't. He doesn't get to roll to ignore it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will take it on the commander.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh well, fair enough.
So I take.
Very nice.
So he's on 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky. I'm getting lucky with these rolls. Hammerhead.
Yeah.
3. So
I mean, I'll
he's down
take it.
to 11.
Like my guys have their lives are forfeit. As soon as they break cover against the Tau army, they're like, we're done. We're gonna die. But if they can do extra damage for your blowing your stuff up, then I feel good. Yeah, I think that's everything, right?
Yeah. Thank. Yep.
Goodbye, Long Strike. He died as he lived in a fiery explosion.
Yeah.
He died as he lived detonating people. All right, that is it for their fighting. They are gonna consolidate. I can't base you here, but I will just engage that unit. And then I'm gonna put some guys in this objective and be in coherency, and he's gonna be here. Oh, he has to go this way, so he's just gonna stay put. This guy's gonna go here to just make sure that that guy doesn't break coherency when he dies, which is inevitable. That guy will go there. And this guy will go towards the closest fire warrior, which we'll just put him here. Okay, that is my turn. You get to punch me back with the Riptides. Oh, and also the Pathfinders.
Oh, yep. Yep. Triplites, 5 attacks. Oh, lucky me.
3s. All right.
Probably,
You get a toss up reroll. Toss up reroll?
Yep.
Let's go.
True.
All right. Save on 4s. A guy dies. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop. They're already dead.
The
The other guy? Yeah, the
other guy. Toss up
Oh,
reroll.
just the one. Ooh. I'm not going to lose 2 Terminators. Just one.
3s.
Oh,
one
save
more.
it. Get out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll for these guys.
Yeah, that's fine. So that is my turn. I got 4 vehicles, so I should have total.
Morale
bring it
check
down.
on them. Need do some morale checks as well, I think.
Yeah.
My breachers, they
My
cannot
guys
fail.
did not lose enough. Creatures are fine.
And these
Pathfinders-
incursors, right?
Oh, the Incursors did. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one rolled a 1. Nailed it. This guy refuses to die.
I'm not sure. Did you kill the last round with?
Yeah, I
Gilman
killed
and
3 this
shooting?
turn in the shooting,
Was
and
it-
then they lost 2 in the explosion. Yeah, I've killed the 5 died this turn.
-5, so it's the 3. So I need a 3 or lower.
There you go. All right, and then I will score points. I got my banners. I killed a vehicle. I didn't fail morale. I'll get 2 for holding the middle, and I'll get my priority, and that's it. So I'll pass to you. That was a turn, chat.
You will get a 5 of feel no pain.
These fucking Terminators over here, man. Oh my god.
Well,
What the fuck is this unit doing? Not good. Not good is the answer.
I feel no pain as well, but I have to roll for it. It's an 8,
That
so
might
he
screw
burns
me
out.
really hard, actually. These Terminators are kind of sucked.
Yes.
The big Terminator brick's okay, but the little units did nothing. I mean, the one unit screened for me for a turn and like ate a bunch of shooting, and it was fine. And then also scored me points, so it's like not the end of the world. But I don't know if I like these Lightning Claw boys, chat. That wasn't a great showing.
I just have to go for it. Oh.
Don't you shoot at Robo-Booty, Gilly, man.
This guy on the objective?
He should be, yeah. Yeah, he's just like...
Yep.
His measure's weird. There you go.
Can I do the... Where the hell is it? Dynamic offense, crisis.
I mean, they have like endgame scoring really hard, right? So like, and their no prisoners should be pretty high. So their score should be higher than it is, right? Because they've killed a Vanguard veteran squad, all the aggressors. This is 5. Yeah, that's 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. 5 points and some floating, so it's like at least 6 right now. So they have like 7 on that. And then they'll start getting decisive action stuff.
12 over here.
Oh, his thing's messed up too. Might just need to move the
I'll have
fireworks
to
first,
move
I
these
guess.
guys first.
Yeah.
12 back. Do you mind if I do?
Yeah,
I move
no,
these guys
all good.
first.
For sure.
I rolled a 2 on advance roll. No, I think I can't do that. That's cheating. That's cheating.
No, I think you're fine. It was gonna be tough, I
probably
think,
do
even with a high
this.
advance roll to fit the whole unit in there. So I think you're okay.
And he has to move 12 inches outside.
Oh, there you go.
12 inch, you can send here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine.
Right.
That looks good.
This is
The
off
chaplain measure is funky,
page.
so I don't know if they're exactly there.
the one.
I think you're okay there.
Yeah, okay, yep. I can move 6 inches. Yeah. Wait, he's from difficult. What's his movement? 7, so that's 5. I can still be on the objective. Yeah. Put him on the objective as well.
It's interesting that my problem right now with this army is like, with the Space Marine army is accuracy. Like, it doesn't feel like my guys hit reliably enough. Is that weird? Feels kind of weird. Space Marines are all just one with rerolls everywhere. I guess it's because it's all auras off the middle, and I'm bricked up real bad. Big old brick.
Combats. What's his movement? 8 inch. Where does he go? He can get on the objective.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Right,
Sorry, chat.
the-
Knocking y'all about.
Yeah.
Nice.
Objective. Yes. Need creatures.
Get your hands off of my objective. That's mine. You can't have that.
Movement 5, 6, one more. Wait, he can advance as well, but to be -1 to hit. Get 3 guys on these. He has objective secured, right? Yeah.
Does Gilman have obsec?
I'm gonna advance
No.
these guys.
I do not believe that he will.
4 inch.
So I'm fairly sure Rights of War only hits chapter units.
So
And he is
can
an
all get on the
Ultramarine,
objective.
not a cool White Scar. It's kind of weird him being the only model in the army that can't advance and charge. It would be very good if he did. In my head, I was kind of like, oh man, it's gonna be hard to get Gilliman in here, or to get Gilliman's like to shoot his gun because he can't shoot his gun when he advances and charges. Halfway through that line of thinking, I was like, wait a minute, he doesn't do that.
Speed 6 inch.
Yeah,
he
it
should
is
be
chapter
well.
characters, so he is not. He's
Okay,
not.
almost.
it?
Mark lights. They are gonna do the mark light thingy. They're gonna do mark lights.
Yeah, just watch out for my heroic intervention. It's 3 inches in case you
Oh, yep.
are worried about that. And
Change.
this guy gets it too. Yeah, that's fine. If the intention is to be outside 3, it's all good.
I'm probably gonna kill this guy. So
Yeah, he's gonna survive.
yeah.
He's unkillable. you can't get rid of him. He's too strong.
Yep. Everything within 8 inch of him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I take shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Hammerhead will shoot into the big gun into them. And is this with gun drones? Yeah, gun drones into the chaplain.
Love it. So you're exploding on 5s now?
It's round 4. Yep.
Yeah.
So 8 gun drone shots.
Ooh,
3
spicy.
extra hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, you have 2
Three
marker
extra
drones here. Do you want to do
shots.
marker lights real quick?
Oh,
These
yep.
2 guys?
In the Terminators.
Yep.
Certain amount of shots. The marker light in the Terminators.
Yep. There it is.
2 mark. Yep.
Cool. So this spends 1, and oh no, this is on the chaplain. Yeah, so they're hitting on 4s. Cool.
5s.
Should be MT5. Yeah, so it should be force wound. Did you get any 4s there?
Oh, yeah. What was? I rolled 1-4. Yep.
Okay. I'll just slow roll in case I randomly survive this. Nope. All right, fair enough. Big cannon.
Big gun into the Terminators.
Yep, so that's
Yep.
1.
On 3s. We roll.
Oh no! That
Yeah.
gets doubled, right?
On
So you
2s.
get 2 wounds on me, right?
In the Terminators. Yep.
Right. You gotta roll 1 more wound roll, right? Because you exploded the hit. Because you rolled a 6.
Or was it a 6?
Yeah.
Or 5? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Phew.
Yeah. So there's 2.
2. Yep.
So the first one just vaporizes this dude. He's
Thanks.
fucking dead. The next one will hit
Yep.
this guy, and then I'll take 6 mortals. Oof. That's an oof. I'll take 5, so he'll be dead, and then we'll put 2 on. I guess we'll keep the Sarge, so we'll put 2 on this guy. Okay. Back to you.
Okay, Shot bullets. Before troubleshoot his plasmas, his flamer, everything into the Terminators. He is going to overcharge. 2 shots. Yeah. Real everything. 2 exploding. 12-inch right. Strength 8 on 2s. Everything, yeah.
Yep, this is AP2.
AP -2.
Yep, so on the guys in cover, will save. They'll just actually save on a 2, right? Unless you have a target lock. Which you don't.
No target lock.
So they'll be on 2s. I don't feel a pressing need to slow roll these, so I'm just going to roll them all together. 2 go
Oh
through.
shit.
What's up?
I forget about something.
The wounded guy.
I think the stratagem says I need to. Oh wait, no worries.
So yeah, the wounded guy died, and then that guy took 2.
Yep. 2 plasmas. Oh, one plasma. Yeah. So I missed. He has only 1 plasma.
Yeah, I mean you can
right,
reroll.
yeah.
Anyway. Either way.
And he can reroll.
There you go. And then a 2.
It's on
There it
2s. Yep.
That's AP4, so I'm just on my invuln save. Saves it.
Amount of shots. 4 with the flamer +2, so that's 6 shots. Oh, hitting on 3s, 2s, so you get aerial and everything. Strength 5, I think, so on 3s.
I think it's strength 4, yeah. With the thermonutronic projector.
Wait, let me double check. He is still strength 4, so
Yeah, so you gotta
it's
reroll.
yep.
Alright. So these are on the wounded guys. I can take potentially 3 on 2s. Nailed it. And then 3 more. All good. Cool. Who's next?
These guys will shoot everything into them.
Okay. -2 to hit. Look at that. Got him.
5, so that's 10 shots. On 5s. Toss up reroll.
And then I don't think they explode, right? So just the one.
Nope.
2.
Only
Yeah.
1.
Ow.
1 damage.
How
yeah.
dare you?
This Reptile will shoot everything into the Terminator.
Cool.
So that's 6 shots.
Overcharge or nah?
He is. Yeah, he's going to overcharge. Yeah.
Cool. And then it's on 6s.
Toss up reroll.
Ooh, look at that. Does he
And
explode? Because there's somebody closer, but they're in melee,
5s,
right? Which
okay.
doesn't- What's the distance? You're
No, he doesn't explode.
oh, he's out of range
has,
anyway.
has to be within 12 inch. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
On 2s, CP roll this one. I cannot CP roll, right? I have to slow roll.
No, that's fine. You're good. You can fast roll the hits and wounds. It's just saves and damage that have to go one at a time, according to the fast dice rolling rules in the core rule book. So yeah, so CP roll, so 2 wounds.
So
Cool. So I am. It's AP3. So I
ignore.
and
cover.
yeah, ignore the cover. So I'm just on 4 up in my invuln save.
Yep.
1 goes through for 4 damage. Do I roll 4 consecutive 6s? No, I rolled 1. So this guy's dead. Plasma.
Okay. Plasma. Yep.
Those miss.
5s he hits.
He gets -1 for falling back, right? And he's a 5 up ballistic skill.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's true. Yep. He did fall back. Yep.
So I think
This
we
guy will
just
shoot everything in
have-
the Terminators.
Oh yeah, the guy melee.
I think that's how many shots? The 12. Yeah. And -1 to hit. So on 5s. Exploding.
And 3s.
Threes.
AP2, yeah.
-2.
AP2, no cover, right? So I'll just take them on force. Okay. Well, you know, they can't do any damage, but they are good at taking it. And the little guns.
Yeah.
Ugh. Rip.
Plasma starts up reroll 1. No. He will shoot his vision launcher into the Termies.
Mm-hmm.
High outputs into them and the plasma into the sergeant.
Okay.
Amount of shots in the Termies.
Nice.
3 shots. Only 1 hits because
all you need.
I've advanced.
1 wound. I save it.
High outbursts, outbursts,
To the
trees. And these, yeah.
Yep. And then 3s. Okay.
Ignores
And
one.
he ignores
And he
cover.
ignores cover.
Yep, we're on force. So I lose 3. 1, 2, 3. Sag.
2 plasmas into the incursor. Did I use a toss up reroll?
I don't believe so. There it is. We're all 1.
There's 1 and 2.
He's dead.
Yeah.
You got him.
AP minus 4, yeah, he dies. Yep. And they will use 1 CP. So Gilliman doesn't gain cover, and you can reroll the wound roll.
Yep. Joke's on you. I didn't have cover anyway.
Yeah, that's true. 2 guys for dense, probably minus 1.
Yeah. I guess
that's
12, some of
12,
them would get minus 1. There you go. And you pull reroll.
16. Force.
Ooh, that was very good.
Reroll 1.
And then those explode.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Oof.
On 6, what's your toughness?
T6, I think. Yeah, so it should be force.
6.
Rerolling.
Force. Yeah, can reroll everything.
Okay. And then these are AP2.
Minus 2.
Yeah, so I save on just my 3 of left sin bomb. And it is 12, and I have 7. So I'll roll 6 in case I just like roll all 1s and 2s, which is what I did basically. So 3, and then here's 3 more. Take 1, and then here's 2 more. Take 1, and then so I'm on 2, so there's 1 more. All right, so I have 2 left. I survive. Is that everything?
Yeah. Quick shaper that he shot. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think so. You could throw bombs
What's
at this
his
guy,
damage
or he
times
could shoot his
2?
gun. Yeah, he's just got his gun, right?
No.
Alright.
So he
So I'll
do
just
anything.
fight here.
Do I actually want to charge? Maybe.
Oh, sure. It's you.
Yeah, I do want to charge with into the Terminator.
Mm-hmm. With the projector guy.
There's still 2 guys on the objective.
I like that.
4. Do I want the CP reroll? I think I do.
Sure. That will do it.
6.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Does that count?
Yeah, because you have an inch engagement. So if you move 6, anybody within an inch.
Yeah, but yeah, the drone. Yeah,
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
I think your guy is also 7 inches
Yeah.
away from me. So if you have a 1-inch engagement, then you'll be good.
So 6. Put in on the try to put in on the objective like this. 3. Face him like
Mhm.
this. Amount of shots d6 plus 2 additional. It's 2, 4, 8.
Yep.
Attacks.
And then also his attacks, right?
Yeah.
So
So that's
so 4 plus 4 is 8.
Yeah, 8. Yep.
All good. Bam.
2s, reroll everything.
Is there a hit on 2s or 3s? It's on 3s.
On trees. Oh, wait, yeah, on trees. Yeah, what was the last roll? I'm getting sloppy.
Yeah, there was one.
Sorry.
That's fine. We'll play it out. We have like less than 5 minutes of gameplay left in this game, I think.
Thanks. So this was the wound roll. It was strength 5, right?
Yes.
On trees. Yeah, AP -2, I think. Let me
Okay.
check. -2, 2 damage each. Yeah.
All right.
melee as
So
well.
I will slow this. So we'll just roll these 2 on this first guy in the back here. He nails it because he's awesome. And then again. Those go through, so he takes 4 damage. Does he die? He does. My kingdom for a 5-up damage ignore. Damn. And then the other guy saves. Takes it for 2. It's down to 1. Oh, he doesn't get the damage ignore either way. Doesn't matter. Because he's too far away. And then we'll just roll the last one, see if he dies. He does. And interestingly, so he's dead. We're on down to this guy, and he would have to roll a 1 re-rolling to make his leadership here. If he makes his leadership, it's awesome. But he's like -12 leadership or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just let him go. Goodbye. Good night, sweet prince. All right. Good job, enforcer guy. So that's my swings over here, yeah. So we're based here. These guys will go like this.
Yep. Yep.
Do I have any cool white scars chicanery? I think I have one when I kill you. Oh, I did have one when you fall back, but that was bad. I wouldn't do that. Oh, anytime I consolidate. Oh, okay, cool. So what I'll do is pile in 3 inches. Let me just show my 1 inch here. Pile in 3 inches. I'll just be at 1 of you, I guess. And then no, I'm gonna sack this guy. Sorry, guy. You're not good enough to attack. So 3 guys, no sergeants, because we don't believe in those. They have 4 attacks each now. It's on 3s, wounds on 5s. Re-rolling. Ooh, 5 wounds, AP 3. I think. Yeah. There's 4 damage.
Pokemon.
He's got the 5-up thing, right?
That's 2 damage each, so that's 8 damage, right?
Yes. Oh, no, sorry. No, it's only 1 damage because I have to charge to get the +1. I don't believe it happens when I...
5 ups.
So take 3.
Let's save only 1, takes 3, so he's down to 11.
Right, scar is stuff. Yeah, devastating charge. If I made a charge move or performed a heroic intervention, yeah. Alright, so then when I consolidate, I will use 2 CP for Strike for the Heart. So I can consolidate D3 plus 3 inches instead of the normal distance. Yep. So D3 plus 3. I go 5 inches instead. So this guy's just going to go 5 inches this way to end within an inch of you. Or just slightly closer than an inch. This guy is 2.5. Can go over here to be slightly closer than 2.5. This guy can go... Oh my god, come on. Over here to be on the objective. That's mine! Give me that! And we're in coherency if we're like this. And that is that. Okay. Yeah, punch me, I guess?
Fight back.
Yeah. Please don't kill a Terminator.
X. So reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's only 2 and 3. -2.
Alright, gonna save these. Oh no, we killed him. That's too bad. We tried. That sucks. Yeah, this unit sucks. What a worthless piece of garbage. Alright. That's unfortunate. 2
Do
CP
we
down the drain.
need a morale check on maybe on these guys?
Yeah. So they're 9, actually. I think they might be fine. Yeah, they're 9, so they can't fail. Alright. So I will just get 8. We tried to get to 12, but it didn't work.
Do you get 8 like you?
I have this one and this one. This one's locked.
Oh wait,
'cause
this is
I'm-
2. Yeah, this is 2. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this one's contested, right? Because it's 2
Oh,
to
yeah,
2.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yep,
get a 12
yep.
because you
I
have
now
the same
remember.
number, but this is locked because I'm a Space Marine. Yeah.
Oh, I
have
thought it was.
incursors there.
I thought I was getting lucky here.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's why I left. So I was just like, I don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So let's do some stuff. This guy in the train here? What's he doing?
Should be
I guess we just really want to stop.
That's my
you.
attention. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. I guess we just really want to stop you from getting a 12. So it probably makes sense to just advance around with some people. Let's see, the apothecary. I'm gonna look up what my apothecary does real quick. Does he heal Gilliman, or does he only heal people in his that are his friends? Oh no, he doesn't. He only heals infantry, of which Gilliman is not a part, so he doesn't heal Gilliman. But he does heal himself, so that's good. All right. So I think we fall back here. Can we Can we just have Gilliman fight a bunch of fire warriors? Oh, I get 2 banners. Gilliman fights a bunch of fire warriors. These guys fall back. 3, put a guy down, charge over here, and then we don't even take this objective. Oh no, we do. We do take the objective. Okay, so that's the plan. So fall back 3. Outside the train. Fall back 3. Outside of the terrain, like this. This guy will advance. 4. He'll do this. Gilliman's chilling over there. This Libby, I don't know what he does. He's hanging on to the objective and having a good time doing it, I think. It's fine. These guys will come hang out. Yeah, I actually don't need to do all this. I have Vanguard veterans over here. I'll follow these guys back. I'm just going to put the apothecary over here, I think. That's cool. That was too much work over there. They'll just walk onto this objective and stand there for a turn. And then Gilliman fights. He's going to come back and chill over here and hold my priority for a turn. And then I'm going to I'll pay a CP. I'll just do this. I'll pay a CP and make a new Vanguard veteran. And then we will do some shooting. Gilliman will shoot these guys. He does finally get his full shots. On 2s, rerolling. On 2s. 6 AP1 on the Fire Warriors. Take that, Fire Warriors.
It's 5 ups.
Oh, and the Apothecary heals himself, I guess, for 1. Okay. The Vanguard veterans will throw a grenade at the Hammerhead. Blam. Blam. 1 wound, AP1. Take that. No, you're fine. Alright, he advanced, so he can't shoot his gun. They can't do anything. I didn't do any psychic powers because I don't feel like it. And then we're charging. I'll charge these Vanguard veterans at this thing, I guess. Do we do that? Do you just overwatch me and kill me? No, that's really stupid. If you just overwatch me, I die. Yeah. We'll just charge these Gilliman at these guys. I guess we'll do him first, and then if you overwatch him, then I'll charge over there. Up to you.
I think I will overwatch.
Okay, go for it.
Do I want to overwatch? How much? 2, 4, 6, 8. Do I want to? Ring of Force. Did you get exploding?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I get really lucky.
Yeah, could happen.
Yeah, I'm
I did
gonna.
nice
Yeah, I'm gonna. These guys won't do probably don't. How it's with the apothecary. He doesn't have any real melee. Yeah, I'm gonna overwatch.
Okay,
So that's 8 shots.
get her done.
Yeah, 8 shots. Yeah. Nope.
Okay, well, that was easy. Here he comes. Now I'm gonna charge this hammerhead and it's gonna explode and like kill my whole team. Bloop. All right, then we'll do the Vanguard veterans. Bloop. And we'll stay outside 3 inches of this guy. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do the apothecary into the hammerhead. 10 should be fine. Just go like over here. So we could be here between the two.
This guy can roguely intervene as well.
Yeah, I think we'd probably okay that.
Character, shaper.
We'll just do G-Man over here with this big cool sword. Big cool sword, go. Blam. 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 Take 3d3 mortal wounds and 7 saves at -4. Just hang out over here.
Yeah, they're all dead.
This apothecary has a weird collider and is having trouble. We'll attack the big tank. Rolling 1s for Gilliman. 3 wounds, AP1. On the big tank.
2. That's 4 damage, right?
Did you save? Sorry.
7.
It's 2 damage each. Oh, is this
Uh,
their
8
saving throw?
8 minus.
Oh, that's your saving throw. Yeah. So it's AP. AP.
What was the?
So 2 go through. Yeah. So 4 damage. Yep. Sorry, I totally missed the
okay.
lead save. And then I'll just roll the Vanguard veterans real quick here. Should be 3 chain swords, rolling 1s and 5s, nothing, and then 4, 8, and then 4, 4, 5 for the lightning claws, rolling 1s and 5s, rerolling everything. Ooh, so that's 7 AP3. 2 damage each, so that's 10 more. Now you're gonna explode and kill everyone.
So he's dead. Does he explode?
Do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so they'll just stand around over here, and their existence probably won't matter. So I think we should. So I'll get O's for 2, kill a vehicle. I had my guy die, so nobody. Oh, but I fell back, so I don't get the moron one. I killed all the vehicles, and then I got my 2 banners at the start. I think we should have you do a 0 now, right? Because we have 2 here, and then I'm Obsec here. Yeah, and then you'll probably kill these guys. The characters shouldn't make a difference, and then I think I am probably next on primary. I got 3. You got 3 last turn. You'll get another 3. I'll get another 3. I'll get maybe a 12. It doesn't matter. And then I'll get 2 more banners and 2 more banners and 2 more O's because I'll run somebody in the middle. I think that's our score. You get
Nope.
decisive action last turn on turn 5? Or turn 4?
I don't think so.
It was...
Did I hold 3 objectives? No, I did.
Oh, it's a hold 3 objectives
I hold
thing.
this one. I
Yeah,
hold
yeah, because I
this.
put the 2 guys over here with the strike for the heart. That was still worthwhile. Oh yeah, it's decisive action, not clean victory. I was thinking that was clean victory, and so you just had to kill my stuff, which you did pretty good at.
Oh, I did get 4 like this. Last round I did a whole.
Yeah, at the end of your turn, so this was contested, right?
At the end of my turn.
Oh, at the end of
not
your
on my
turn, you're right. At the end of your turn, yeah, you got it. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. Yep, yes,
Yep.
definitely. And then no prisoners. Here's a point. Here's a point. Here's a point. Here, 1, 2, 3. I brought back 1 Vanguard veteran and 2 Terminators. So here's 5 Terminators. Here's another 5 Terminators. And here's 4, and I brought back 2. So you got 1, 2, 3. These are 3, 6. So that's 9. 10. This is 12. So I think you got exactly 9, 10, 11. I think you got exactly 11. So you have 13 on that. Like that.
And I probably could have spent this guy here, and I advance him 1 inch, and he'll be then in my turn. If I advance all these guys on, I could another decisive action.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. And then I just have to put several
So you
Vanguard
can-
veterans in the middle.
And he can shoot all of them. Yep, exactly.
GG, man.
Then you would. Yep.
Yeah. My primary doesn't matter at this point. I think I'm max already. So me moving.
Yeah,
doesn't
you
do
could
anything, even
always,
if no one dies or whatever.
Max out. Yeah.
Yeah. Good game, dude. This is a fun one.
Yeah, fun game.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This is my first time with the White Scars. Interesting army.
Yeah.
How are you liking Tau so far?
Definitely.
Good.
Well, I'm just getting the hang of it. I really like Devilfish and Breaches. Like I played without them, but it feels like you kind of need those bodies for getting decisive action and blocking and that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I agree with that for sure. It feels like Town need they really want some sort of front line, and at least the Breachers give them something. Where otherwise they're just hoping they could survive long enough or whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
And if you play without if you play with Devilfish and Breaches, you're with 14 or 15 units. I mean, if you play without them, it's getting kind of elite with 12 units or 11.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's 2 or 3 characters, and then 3 Riptides and 2 Crisis Battlesuit units, and then some Crude Hounds, and that's it. Definitely feels a little bit small.
Yeah. Yeah, and then every unit you put on an objective is an elite premium unit who must not die.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
It does die.
Yeah. Those I applaud people who play the triple Riptide double Crisis Tau list, because I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could play without any expendable models, basically. But yeah, it's definitely a different faction to play. Well, thanks for the game. I'll get the score in, so we should be all set. And I'll let you go. Cheers.
Thanks.
Have a good one. We did it, chat. We won a game with White Scars. Okay, we got lots of things to think about with this list. So the next time I run the list will probably be a little bit different. I don't know if I love the Champlain. The +1 to wound is great. But I don't know if I love it. It turns out Bring It Down was fine because he had to come forward. I put so much pressure that I think if he didn't come forward, he would have lost on primary really, really hard. Which is already kind of what happened, but it is what it is. Ugh. So I think the Bring It Down was fine. In hindsight. Shock Tactics would have been similar. Shock Tactics, I think I also would have maxed. These Terminators with the Lightning Claws, maybe it's just not the matchup for them, but man, did that feel bad when they went in there and did stone nothing. At least they didn't immediately die, so that was good. And they like mixed it up for a bit, so that was fine. Yeah, so the question is like whether I push for another character in the list, I think. I'm super duper missing rerolls, a full reroll bot. Just to be able to send the Vanguard veterans to do things and not have to worry about it. And I don't know if it's if we like try to get another captain in there. What if it's like unironically a Gravis captain? I don't know if I have any Warlord trait or Relic slots, do I? I have Relic. Relic, Warlord trait, yeah. No, I don't. I don't know, chat. I just don't know. Look at this cool Primaris Apothecary, though. He's like a 30k Apothecary. Pretty psyched. But anyway, I kind of like this list. It's really fun. Just needs a little bit more oomph on the Vanguard veterans, I think. Definitely feels like White Scars is missing their Sanguinary Guard. Like, there's nothing quite in Space Marines that hits like at the power level they want. They're like, guys, we can make our stuff go really fast, but the stuff we make really go really fast is like kind of shitty. They're like, okay, well, I understand why you don't win that many times. But I do think that the archetype is solid. Giving a bunch of Assassinate unless they replace the Apothecary or the Chaplain. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess like I only have 4 as it currently stands, so it might just be that I don't have any way to get around it. Sucks we can't just like go with Hungry for Battle or with Born Heroes. But all of them are kind of required. So I think the only flex would be to maybe I'll try it one time by just replacing the Chaplain with a Chapter Master. There's also something to be said for replacing the aggressors with like a different gun. I kind of like that the aggressors give you something to do during Tactical Doctrine and then also like punch okay. But that's another unit that like if you don't have full rerolls, they just don't do anything. They just fucking die. Oh, excuse me. Oh, boy. It's weird that Corsaro Khan would be sick in this list if he was a Chapter Master, and it's bizarre that he's not. He's only a regular captain. But he has a +1 to wound aura, so you can give +1 to wound to things, so you don't even need the Chaplain. And then he also is a captain keyworded guy, but he can't be a Chapter Master, so you're just like fucked. You could take a Bike Con, I guess. It's got a D3 damage weapon. That gets my juices flowing. Good old D3 damage over here. Look at attack bikes. Just like as a gun. I guess that's fine. Gives you more options for scoring too. You could take like triple attack bike instead of the Terminators or the It's a straight swap, right? For 3 multi-melta attack bikes for 5 Lightning Claw Terminators. Because that's 165 and they're 55 each, yeah. It's pretty interesting. I do think that having lightning claws in the Terminator brick is important because you need something to like dig your way out of hordes or like Dark Angels, right? Because the lightning claws are really good against Dark Angels, but the Thunder Hammers are just fuck all. They're just terrible. Whereas if you're swinging 5 2-damage lightning claw attacks, if you hit the unit, and you usually have enough flexibility that you don't have to hit the unit that it gets the pennant targeted at it, like these guys will just vaporize 5 Deathling Terminators, like no problem. Kind of doesn't matter what they have defensively going on. At the same rate, like, so do Vanguard veterans. I'm not even sure why we need the the Terminators too. Although the Terminators and the Vanguard veterans are like the same cost. Which is funny. Two or three lightning claws in the 10-man brick. That makes wound allocation weird though. Running uniform, I don't know, makes me feel better about myself. Like, I want to be able to sync the unit. Like, I want to be able to sync the unit that is good at a particular task at the unit that they would hit with that particular task. I guess, like, the hefty and vulnerable out of Deep Strike is just, like, not a good profile for me to hit into. But also, I don't know what does that. Like, in that situation, I mean, I guess I was kind of expecting 5 Terminators to kill, like, 2 Riptide battlesuits, and that is never going to happen. They're going to kill 1, maybe, but I feel like I should rely on them to kill 1. 150 unit with, like, 4 CPU stratagems pumped into them should probably get some work done. Seven Thunder Hammers will kill anything, and you still get Lightning Claws to chew through hordes. Yeah. I mean, I guess it, like, worked out the way it ended up working. Because I probably, even if I had Lightning Claw guys, the amount of damage that they do is probably commensurate with in this situation. This is probably the most damage that I'd need to eke out of that unit, right? Where I had like 2 guys attacking 3 different vehicles. I needed them all to one-shot. And I think having Lightning Claws versus a Thunderhammer in that situation doesn't actually change the math that much if I'm rerolling. Because like wounding on 2s versus wounding on 4s full rerolling is not that dissimilar. You're like 87% versus 75%, and you have 20% more attacks with the Lightning Claws, or more than that, like 50% more attacks. So your average damage is actually higher in that instance with the Lightning Claws. Or I guess not, because your conversions are, well, it's weird. You're 17% more likely to convert your attack through the saving throw, but your attack is worth 50% less damage. So your attack, like, on the whole does 34% less, but you have 40% more of them, so they're like a 6% up, and their accuracy is higher. So their expected damage is probably like 10% higher than the like, Thunderhammer guy in that instance. And that's like the kind of the situation that you would want to have the Thunderhammer anyway. So I guess you're right. It's not like Lightning Claws are ever a downside to have. It's just the downside is the Storm Shield, I think. Oh my god. It's kind of unreliable, so I hope the Deep Strike Terminators make the charge. Yeah. I don't disagree. I think we're running low on elite slots, right? We could take another, instead of the 5-man Terminator, or instead of the second 10-man Terminator, we could take a 5 and a 10, 5 more on the Vanguard veteran unit, right? So we have two 10s on Terminators, 2 10s on Vanguard Veterans, and the Aggressors. Tell me what you think about the Aggressors, chat. I don't know if I'm sold on these guys. Having a gun is good, so at least like you can hose somebody down if you need to. I almost think that the original list might have had Recitation of Focus in it, so that you could pump them with +1 to wound. And that may be better than what I was doing. I have chapter relics in this list, right? Yeah, Plume of the Planeswalker. I was like, hear me out. What if I cut them for like a Dreadnought character who has a gun and can't be shot at? And go to a successor chapter, but it's worth like 2 CP. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I maybe should have held them for a turn. I don't know if I could have kept them safe, though, in that situation, because I think I could hide the Terminators for the most part, but I don't think I could hide the Terminators and the Aggressors. So I think the Aggressors had to commit at some point, and that was just like when I did it. And getting rid of my opponent's OPSEC was huge, because then it let me kind of dominate the objective, so I don't feel bad about it. I used a 150-point unit to soak like half an army worth of shooting and kill a 90-point unit. That was really important. And I think that's fine. There's probably other lines of play, but that was the one I chose. I also kind of expected that I would be dropping my Lightning Claw guys in, but I hadn't done that. I guess can I adaptive strategy the Lightning Claw guys while they're in Deep Strike? Or does adaptive strategy specify they have to be on the battlefield? Because that feels pretty good, actually, if I can do that. Because then I could push for the middle. I could like throw things through the middle. I kill long strike, and so I'm like 2.5 Terminators up, basically, when I make the charge, or when I like make the commit. And I don't think my opponent does dramatically more damage to me. He maybe gets 1 more gun to shoot me, but is down 1 gun shooting, so he probably does the same. What is it? Command phase ration? If a unit is on the battlefield and a combat doctrine is active. God damn it! Shit. Best about aggressors is to take 6 and combat squad them? That's interesting. I actually kind of love that. I actually do like that a lot. Because they have really respectable threat range in this list. The biggest downside I always felt about aggressors was that, like, they're like, oh, check it out, I shoot like 9 times. Like, whoa, crazy. And you're like, yeah, but do you? Because you shoot 9 times at like 23 inches. or 9 times at 25 inches, but you have -1 to hit. And the White Scars are like, no, my guy. we're going 30. And we're not suffering the penalty. And that's pretty nuts. I like 3s, actually. That's cool. Where do I find 30 points in this list? Do we just cut a Terminator out of the 10-man? If we're cutting if we're cutting the other unit down anyway, we could just cut a Terminator because we're not going to combat squad that most of the time, regardless. And then we get another aggressor. And then we try playing the +1 to wound on the chaplain. And then maybe that will make me feel better about him. That's interesting. I like that. All right, well, food for thought. Thanks, everyone. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and go raiding. We got Tactical Tuesday tomorrow. Normal Tactical Tuesday kind of show is happening then. And then also I've got games scheduled most of the week. We got a pod finals happening, I think, Thursday morning. I'm playing Flashback for Black Crusade Open Wednesday afternoon. And then also, I think I might have a game scheduled Thursday. And I have one more I have to schedule, which I haven't yet, which may happen Sunday or something. I don't know. But anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. I will see y'all later. And yeah, and I'll fill out your predictions. There you go, chat. Wait, what? I think my Twitch is borked. You may not get your predictions, chat. Oh, weird. Okay, yeah, that was strange. All right, we can do it. There it is. All right, let's go rating. Yeah, it showed me yesterday's prediction for a sec, and it didn't let me choose the select the winner for the new one. Who's playing games? Who's playing games on Twitchies?
Was Silver Tempest, so everything would be new there.
Go away. Go away. Oh my god. They're invading chat. The bikini streamers. They're live in Warhammer. But TiVo, what if we did though? You know? Counterpoint? What if? What faction do you think she plays? Tau? Probably Tau. Any models over here? Oh yeah, there's a Riptide Battlesuit. I see a little Riptide Battlesuit in the corner, chat. Good stuff. I would say she wears it. At least she wears it on her sleeve, chat. But she's clearly not wearing any sleeves. All right. We'll work with somebody else. We'll raid somebody else, and then I'll surreptitiously slide into that stream afterwards. Samson Arts. Just kidding. We'll go hang out with them. Let's go. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Sorry I was a little bit low energy today. I was a little tired, but I think we had a good game. It was pretty chill and cordial, and we talked a lot about Space Marines, and we got a W for White Scars, so that's cool. And I'll see you Tactical Tuesday tomorrow, so cheers.